That's a little live Shadows Fall for you. Me, Raymond, and K-Dog got to go check that show out last night. It was a one-off show. It was a reunion show. It's been like, I think it's technically their 25th anniversary since they've been a band or something like that.
First time at the Palladium in a long time.
Yeah, first time I've seen a fully, legitimately sold out show in a long time.
He has a long history with the Palladium.
I do.
Yeah, no, he was a good boy last night. Actually, nothing bad. We chilled at the bar a bunch. We met a lot of really cool people. I had my Living Record shirt on. The band, the guitarist from this band, we went to see him a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And the other guitarist was at the bar, and me and him we just bullshitted for a while. Kristen's got all kinds of pictures of it. He fucking followed me back on Instagram.
Doing the Morbid Angel hoodie.
Yeah, the guy with the really long beard.
Yeah.
That's the other guitarist from Living Record. Yeah. Him and John Denias from this band. And Matt.
Did you meet him last time?
I met him at the bar when we walked into the Living Record show before the show happened, but I didn't really know anything about him. And then I fucking went and did some research on him, and it's really weird. Was in a band called Downpour that I've played on the show before. They're all connected. They're all buddies. Downpour had Brian Fair, the singer of Shadows Fall, on it, and he was in that band. So they're all connected. And also, what's weird is Brian Fair, the lead singer of Shadows Fall, and Downpour, was the lead singer originally for Death Ray Vision.
Yep.
Which was is the bass player from fucking Killswitch Engage's fucking side project band, whatever. I played them I think last week.
Yep.
And the singer for Living Wreckage took over for him. So that it's weird how they're all connected. But he lives out west somewhere. So that's why he doesn't do shows anymore. Or I don't know what to do. But anyways, they're all fucking connected. That dude's been in a million bands. He was also in fucking Overcast. That was his first band. They were around in 93.
Yep.
That's how he became known. And the original singer for Shadows Fall is Philip Bonte, who's in All That Remains.
Right.
So there you go, guys. Your history of Western Massachusetts metal. They're all connected. It was a great show. I mean, we only caught two bands. We caught On Earth and Shadows Fall, which were really the two that I was there to see anyways. Ray got a last-minute ticket because Good Brother Brandon couldn't make the show.
Weren't you diving into Darkest Hour early in the year or something?
Just a couple years ago. Yeah. They put out an album in 2018 that was fucking phenomenal. It was one of the best albums that came out that year. So I was bummed that I didn't get to see them because
I thought there was something more recent that they put out, and you were impressed with it. Was that really?
No. When we were doing that classic album rewind thing.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah. Fucking. I picked their album from 2009.
Yeah,
we talked about it. But they're a great band, and so the way I found out about Unearth, who's I rave about all the time, is me and Nolan. I've talked about this before. We skipped going to our senior prom to go see Shadows Fall, Unearth, Lamb of God, and Darkest Hour at the Met Cafe, the original one next to Lupo's.
Uh-huh.
So it was like a $12 show. There were 50 people there. Fucking one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life, and it really was groundbreaking for me. It changed my direction on music. Seeing that fucking lineup, I just watched them sell out the show. You know what I mean? It's nuts.
In that tiny little Met Cafe,
tiny little fucking spot. And then think about what Lamb of God is now. Whether you like their music or not, they are the one of the last true American metal bands that they can sell out stadiums, and not stadiums, but they can sell out theaters, arenas.
Yeah.
small arenas, like Zongus Arena, they do pretty well there. But the fact that we have one of those is fucking amazing. So, just flag bearers for American metal. It's just nice to have that. But it was a great show. Fucking everybody was cool as shit. Shadows Fall had their own beer made by Tin Bridge Brewing. It was called Destroyer of Senses, which I recorded some of that song. It's one of my favorite songs. Me and Ray got to have I think we only had like one, right?
Yeah,
one of
I
those.
think we had
Then
one.
we went to go back and get another one. They were sold out, so we switched to Gansets.
Was it a regular beer? Was it like an IPA? Or
It was so they did a tasting for it a couple days ago, and the whole band was there to sign autographs and shit. And it's very yellow, but it was pretty good. It was like a hoppy. I don't even know what you'd call. That wasn't me. I don't know. My phone's always on silent.
I don't think that's me either.
Wasn't me.
It's definitely not me. Somebody's fibbing.
I'm on silent.
I don't know.
It was me, but I am on silent.
This motherfucker.
Maybe
This
I just hit the vibration.
It's not me, because
Fucker.
look, I got the volume
I
on.
just said
It's
it
not
was
on
me,
my-
God damn
It
it.
was him. God damn it.
Well,
I don't even have
My
vibration.
volume's. Yeah,
I
but
just put my shit on silent.
Yeah, I don't even have the vibration. I just leave it. If I lose my phone, fuck it.
I don't have vibration on either. So
That's odd.
yes, it is.
Was it a notification?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We should probably do the intros.
Oh yeah, I'm Eddie. This is Three Dudes and Cobras podcast presents songs to sip to. Episode 75 of these specific episodes, which now is really just one giant show. But what's important about today's episode is we are starting our top 10 of 2021 countdown. It's an annual tradition now that I'm sure you all love. This show's probably going to be 4.5 hours long, and you're probably going to fucking listen to 3 of the songs and turn it off and go, "These guys are fucking morons."
Yep.
But we enjoy it, so fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. Hopefully
Fuck
you.
you.
Fuck
Eat
you.
shit.
Yeah.
Die.
Hopefully you enjoy it. Truthfully, we're each gonna play 5 songs today. We're doing 10 through 6 on this show, and then next week's show you'll hear 10 through 6, and then next week it'll be 5 through 1, and then we also do the show after that will end up being a honorable mention show, and we'll end up playing 5 songs or so each from that. So the next 3 shows, regular shows anyways, or these
For
shows,
the long haul.
the next 30 shows are always a block of long shows. I think we are gonna probably try to streamline it a little bit. I'm not gonna talk about much else other than that show last night, just so we can get rid of the music and not kill each other here. 'Cause it does become daunting sometimes, these shows, but it's fun to do. So yeah, and the way we're gonna do it, I'm also Eddie Vegas.
And I'm Steve, aka Fork Tongue, and I have walking pneumonia.
Ray,
sweet.
other known as Dobby.
There you go. But what I was saying with that is the way we're gonna play the songs, just so you understand how we're gonna break them down. We're gonna play them in blocks of 6 total. So I'm gonna play 2 songs, meaning 10 and 9. Steve or whoever is gonna go. We're each gonna play our 10 and 9 consecutively all together, and then we're gonna talk about those 6 songs, and then we're gonna play 10 through 9 again. Oh, not oh my god, not again.
8 through 7.
Thank you.
8 and
8
7.
and 7. And then we'll talk about those, and then we're all gonna play 666, which is kind of fun, and then we'll talk about those. So that's how it's going to be broken down, just so we can break the show up a little bit. So you are going to hear blocks of music longer than you normally would, but that's why. Just so you know. So buckle in because we're about to start.
Because I didn't even look to see how long these songs were, other than the one that was 24 minutes and I cut out.
Interesting. I have most of what I listen to is fairly short, anyways.
I don't think any of them are real long.
song today is 9 minutes.
Yeah, I bet you in total I might have 1, maybe 2 that are 9 or 8, something like that.
Yeah.
In my top 10, do I have any?
I got a lot.
Actually, I do have. Do I have any albums that? Did any albums in my top 10? Yes. My number 2 has some like 7-8 minute long songs. Yeah, so for sure. And then a couple of them actually. And then I believe my number 10 that squeaked in yesterday, which that's a fucking.
I got a squeak in yesterday too.
Yep. I'll be honest. It is number 10. Squeaked in yesterday. And we'll tell you like how we come up with our decisions.
It's been a rough one.
This fucking year is. We all knew it was going to happen. It's a flood of music because nobody put anything out last year. Everything pushed it. There are 2 reasons why. Everybody held on to their albums that they wrote to release last year because they didn't want to release them and not tour on them because that's how they make money now.
Yep.
Then the other thing is, a lot of people, because they weren't doing anything last year, went out and decided to write an album because they weren't doing anything. So why not, if you have downtime, why not make something out of it if you're a musician? And then the third reason why, which is fuck Adele, because the vinyl shortage. Bands are pushing their albums back because that's literally the number one merch item right now for most bands.
Yeah.
In general, like doesn't matter where you are in the fucking.
Yeah, and a lot of bands can't afford to. Like, I ordered an album, pre-ordered one yesterday, and the vinyl's not coming out until September. Like, and a lot of bands can't afford to have that expense out there that far in advance.
Yep. That's why so Living Wreckage, that band I was just talking about. I was talking to Matt, the guitarist last night, Matt LeBreton, good dude. I think that's how you pronounce his name. We were talking. I asked him because I asked John Denias when I met them the first time. I was like, "Yeah, it's something to do with the vinyl." Right? He goes, and that's the first thing he said. Yeah, fuck Adele. And he goes, "That's really what it is." He goes, 100%. We can't put it out because like we need that record. We have to have the vinyl.
Yep.
So they're just holding on they're just sitting on an album. So now they're just playing as many shows as they
Well, they're
can.
probably. Well, I was gonna say they're not big enough. I thought you were talking about a different band, but a big band can just do a pre-order and they'll make that money back in the pre-order.
Well, so like here's a good example, right? So Every Time I Die did theirs. It's one of the biggest pre-orders I've ever seen because they had 7 different variants of fucking vinyl and then like bundles and all this other shit. And I ordered mine in August. And I just got it 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And I was one of the last batch of people to get mine. So my variant apparently was like the number one variant, like the most popularly bought.
Was it the Omicron variant?
It might have been. It's but I finally got it in the other day, and it's a fucking dope. It's a well put together album package. I mean, not just because it's my one of my favorite bands and my number one album this year. Spoiler alert! I'm not gonna lie about that, or hold that back. But I finally got it in, and it's well done. Like the booklet is a book. Like it's pretty wild. It's pretty cool, and I like the artwork in it and shit. It's pretty cool. But it took fucking forever.
Yeah.
And Steve found that album at Newberry Comics a month ago.
Yeah, at least a month. Yeah.
A month ago. I mean, it's probably been there for a while.
But the good part about a band like that is, even though it's that far out, they can do a pre-order, and with that expense they had to make those records, they can get it back with a pre-order. Where you know a lot of the small bands. A smaller band can't do that. That's why they're
these guys
holding on to them.
These guys are backed by Epitaph. So
Right.
Epitaph can flip that bill.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just explaining because they're a weird band because they're a weird tier band because the people that like them, that is their band. Like me. Like that is my fucking favorite band. But like the people that don't love them, like they're not popular enough to like be like a Lamb of God.
Right,
They
right,
have
right.
the same.
But they're more than underground.
They have a more loyal fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's weird. Like their fan base is the fucking most loyal fan base you'll ever see anywhere.
Yep.
What other bands can get fucking 4,000 people to fly from other countries to go to Buffalo, New York in December?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even now, even with this COVID shit, people they had it was last weekend they did that shit.
Yeah, it's the same as like an ICP fan or something.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's the
thing.
most loyal fucking fans you'll ever see.
Yeah.
So it's just cool. Anyways, and I didn't bitch. I just fucking. It is what it is. I did get bummed though. Like life has a way of fucking with you. So I get the email, and I'm getting this tracking update about my fucking album finally coming, and it's in Warwick, Rhode Island, and it sat in Warwick, Rhode Island for 2 days before it got here because of how backed up fucking UPS is.
Yeah. Well, Christmas time.
It's just frustrating because like I could literally just drive there and be like, hey guys, can you just give me my fucking record? Like,
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So it was like kind of like I bought it for myself for my birthday as like a birthday present, and I got it for Christmas. So there you go. Hey,
Fuck it.
there you go. Yeah, we should probably get right into it. Anybody else want any? Okay, Whistles, are you gonna do a run or no? I'm gonna figure that out. How about this? How about just some kind of, just give me whatever Sam Adams fucking holiday pack is fine. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Actually, no. You know what? Are you just gonna get? Yeah, just give me just get vodka then, and then whatever you get, orange juice and then.
No, I'm
How's
good.
that?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, just do that. I gotta back off the beer. Actually, that's a good call. Good call. All right. So, with that being said, you guys want to just get it in? You guys want to go first, or do you guys give a fuck? Or
Doesn't matter.
You want to? We should do what we've been doing at least with the pass off. So like it's gonna end up at Ray if we do it this way, and then Ray, you should start off the next set.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Is that cool? That we fucking at least it does break up the some. So all right. So apparently I'm gonna go first. That was not planned. I promise. It was because I fucking played that live stuff. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the live intros lately too. I'm good. Music, everything's up. So
Whenever you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. You
Go
ready to
for
go?
it.
Let's do it.
Rock and roll, motherfuckers. Strap in and strap on. Bye.
All night in the morning, dark dogs awake and the city's alive.
back.
We're back.
That was abrupt.
Indeed. Just like Spenny fucking almost smashing a table over. Whatever the fuck happened there?
It was all in good fun.
I think somebody was dropping a package off or something. I don't even think it was here. But Kristen was also getting out of her car at the same time. You decided to be a fucking Looney Tune.
Pull the cord.
Did you get another cord? You pulled mine out while I was fucking.
He knocked the computer one down, which gave him that little bit of feedback.
Yep, sounds about right. He's having a good time. So, you know, 6 songs like that wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
It's kind of nice to just go for it.
No, it was nothing super long.
Yeah, I went for sure. So yeah, so whoever wants to go, fucking go for it.
All right, I'll start it off. Pretty sure this is Unto Others, right?
Mhm.
Used to be called Idle Hands. I didn't like this album as much as past stuff. A little bit more aggressive than past material. Still a solid album. Just really picks up, actually, once it got heavier, which actually goes against what I just said. More aggressive, but I did like that part. I need to revisit the album. I only gave it one listen. I've always liked this stuff in the past, so I gave it a 2.5.
I put Unto Others. Album's very goth, heavy, and catchy. Overall production is above par in my examination.
I
of
wish
this
it was a
album.
little bit better, actually.
Do you?
Only just because of the kind of music it is.
Yep.
I don't know.
it's-
I think my hearing's also off because everything sound. I think I'm congested and everything's just sounding not right.
No, everything sounded low today for some reason.
So, yeah, it does,
Everything
right?
sounded low. A little low. It was weird.
It's
So-
low. Like, everything sounds kind of muddy. I thought it was my ears.
No, both of your songs, all your stuff was a little muddy. My song sounded lower than normal.
It sounded
though.
low.
Even
yeah,
like, I think we just left this lower than what we normally do.
No, that was
because-
only for the first song. I mean, that's normally right where it is.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I know it's I don't know. Everything felt kind of like your songs were louder than they normally are. So at least that's definitely better.
Yeah.
yeah.
That last song was really low. for
Frozen
some
Soul definitely sounded. Oh, I know that because I know it so well. It definitely sounded low or muffled or something.
reason. Yeah, which is odd. So maybe there's something going on with it. I don't know.
I gave that a
Either.
2.75. I like that album. Actually, it made my list.
Yeah, no joke. That snuck into my list yesterday.
Yeah.
So I did that top 10 thing. I listened to the top 10 from Banger or whatever, not top 10, but top albums of the year from Banger. One of the guys picked it as their number one.
Yeah.
And the way they described it, like I'd never even heard of it before.
I played him on the show before.
You're probably dead. I just fucking I don't remember.
Yeah.
But the way that the guy described it as like a mix between like Typo, fucking Danzig, and like something else, I was like, holy shit, that's everything I love. So I listened to this album like 3 times yesterday while I was at work.
No, it's a solid album.
I couldn't love this album any more than what I do. Honestly, like if I found out about this when it came out, like if I found it when it came out, this would have been in like my top 3.
Did you
or
go?
4.
Have you checked out any past stuff yet?
No, I literally only found this yesterday. I found this album yesterday and listened to it literally 3 times and couldn't stop listening to
I
it.
wonder if all their old stuff, because they used to be called Idle Hands, and they had to change their name. I wonder if it's still all the old stuff is listed under the new name.
They had a bunch of stuff on there.
That
that's
must be
interesting.
that. Yeah.
I can probably look it up real quick and tell you. But I'm very, very impressed with that album. It's very fucking... It fits in with like Beast Milk. It fits in with a lot of that
Yep.
shit. It's called Strength. The album, anyways. It came out September 24th, 2021. So it didn't come out that long ago. It just, for me, I don't know. That doesn't fall in my...
Yeah.
They have an album from 2019 called Mana or Mana. They
Yeah.
had a bunch of singles.
Yeah, that's when they were Idle Hands. All right.
Yeah, so fucking cool. So apparently they're from Portland, Oregon. I had no idea. I
didn't know that.
It just
Dude, everything's from fucking the Pacific Northwest. Everything.
What's up, dog? What do we got? Some kind of spicy drink? Thanks, dog. You might have to turn the heat up for a minute. It's fucking getting kind of.
Go outside then come back in. It's warm.
Is it okay?
I would have
Maybe it's
figured they were from Sweden or something.
That's what
it
I
sounded
thought they were fucking European.
Yeah.
They sound super European to me. But right here it says Others formed in 2017, Portland, Oregon, under the name Idle Hands. The band has 2 releases on Germany-based Eisenwald Records and their self-run Lone Fur Records. Don't Waste Your Time EP and Mana full length 2019. Both received critical acclaim and took the band around the world touring. Blah blah. Yeah, I'm telling you, like I couldn't be any more in love with this album than what I am.
Yeah, you should definitely check out the old stuff too.
I'm
You
gonna
like that
have to.
too.
This was such a fucking breath of fresh air for me, and what it did was it knocked out it knocked out Spirit Box.
Yep.
So maybe we should talk about that too, because you said that you changed yours too, right?
Mhm.
So here's why this knocked out Spirit Box. This is way more my kind of music. I can listen to this album all year round, any time of the year, in any mood, especially mood setting. Like if I just want to chill and fucking have a couple beers on the back deck, I'm gonna try to find this on vinyl. Like
Yeah.
this is my kind of music.
Unto Others, though, fucking, what is it? Don't Waste Your Time, an EP. That's what got me into him from 2018.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
So, the reason why this dropped Spirit Box out is Spirit Box is getting an insane amount of critical acclaim right now from all kinds of sites. So I didn't think they're definitely in my honorable mentions discussion. It's a very good album. It's a very good debut album. A lot of it is sometimes it's a little too genty for me. So as much as I do enjoy it, and I do like a lot of the atmosphere that it sets, I like that girl's voice in the softer songs more than I enjoy the whole album as a whole.
Yeah.
You know,
I checked it out. I enjoyed the softer stuff too.
yeah, it's the better stuff. It's better stuff out of it. The heavier stuff I just thought it's typical
It's very, very like every other band.
yeah, so very Meshuggah based, which is whatever. I like a lot of stuff. Again, the fuck Architects is like that.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad. It's a very good album. It's still in my top albums of the year. It's just it's already getting so much acclaim. It's already getting so many things. And then I listened to so Banger TV is doing a top albums that by the fans rated. I think you watched it too.
I watched
And
the first half of it.
Yeah, Blaine talked about it. I think that's did they release the second half today?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So yeah, I watched that one yesterday.
Yeah.
And they talk about that dude Blaine talks about it. He's like, yeah, so she's got a nice voice. The way he said that, I was like, you know what? That kind of does. Even though I do back this band, that's kind of the way I feel about it. Like I enjoy her. She's the highlight of that band.
Yeah.
They're good. It's very good. I don't know. It's just I can't listen to that all the time.
Right.
I gotta choose when I want to listen to that. This. I can listen to this at the fucking gym. I can listen to this fucking sitting on my back deck smoking a cigar. I can watch this and listen to this any fucking time. So, that's why.
That's something you'd want to own. Spirit Box, even as much as you like. You're not buying that.
I wouldn't go out of my way to buy that on vinyl.
Right.
If I saw them live, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would put it this way: if they toured, man.
But it's not like hey, let me sit down and listen to that album.
Yeah, it's not all the
It's just
time. This I could put on all the fucking if when I put on Beast Milk or fucking
If these guys came around, I'd go see them.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. I mean, again, I wouldn't mind seeing Spirit Box, but I wouldn't go out of my way to see them. If they were on a tour with other bands that I liked, I'd go. Where this, I'd go, holy shit, I'm gonna travel to see them. You know what I mean? It's just a different mentality.
Yep.
So that's why this knocked out Spirit Box for me. I thought that was a good discussion, so I didn't want to take too much time. So I'm glad that we all know. You guys knew what it was. Yeah. So.
Yep.
And then go ahead. And obviously, you knew what this is.
Yeah, this is.
You wanna
obviously.
do-
Yeah, you go ahead.
You want to go first because he knows what it is.
Is it enforced?
No.
No. No, I don't know who it is. You want me to go?
Yeah. That's why.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying because you don't know who it is. So
I don't think I really took too much notes. I just put heavy black and thrash, nice breakdown, pretty straightforward. Wasn't too long. I gave it a 2.5.
Okay. Yeah, this is Frozen Soul.
Oh, all right.
Hard to take. notes
That's
on it.
why I noticed though I didn't hear any solos.
Yeah.
fucking, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for you to fucking say that.
Hard to take notes on something I know so
know
well.
so
I've been
well.
listening to it all year. We've talked about it before. The production sounds equal to the band name. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds cold. Like, it seems like it should. They do their shows in blue, ice. It's just what it sounds like.
Yeah. It feels cold. It feels frigid.
Which
It's like a desolation feeling when you listen to this album.
yeah, which I'll bring it up now. I won't mention the album, but which is very different to my number one, which is it's just murky and swampy and humid. And, like,
Well, I just found out where that band comes from. Your number one, and that fucking Jesus Christ.
yeah,
That's exactly what it feels like. And these guys are from the Pacific Northwest, aren't they?
yeah, they're from out there too.
I think
Yeah.
they're another fucking.
Oh no,
Washington
they're from
band.
Texas actually.
Frozen Soul. That's right.
Frozen Soul.
So that's weird.
All the other death metal's coming from over there, though,
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest. Yeah, let's see, what else did I say here? Great riff, solid drums, great slow, chuggy, hardcore style breakdown. Close it out. Like Ray said, very straightforward. I don't think there's a single solo on the whole album.
Yeah.
2.7.
Yeah, the name of this band. Obviously, we already said that. The album's Crypt Device. This song is called Hand of Vengeance. The other thing is we've both played songs from this now.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what we've played.
I know, I can't either.
I just
Well, if
fucking
it
went
made
for
the
a-
list, it should be in the.
We've now, well, probably, if it made the list.
Yeah, but
We've
I'm not
now
going to go
played-
out of my way to, like, I just didn't care, so I just went, fuck it. If this is already in the list, then it's already in the list.
I
It
don't
is what
care
it is.
either,
Yeah.
because I'm going to have to, spoiler alert, it's on my list. It's going to,
We're gonna hear
I'm
the-
going to play another song off
Yeah,
it.
so that's the other thing
Well,
that's funny
basically, I
about it.
played the whole album on the show.
We've played half of it now, yeah. So that's the other thing I thought it was funny about playing that. I'm like, I mean, at this point, it doesn't fucking matter what we play from
Yeah,
it.
it
So
doesn't matter.
it is what it is.
And
so that
most
actually,
of these bands we've probably all played on the show anyway from this year if we liked it that much. And,
yeah. What's funny about that is that actually crept back in my top 10 last week.
Yeah.
Before in time for last week, if we had ended up doing the show last week, it wasn't in my top 10. It was going to be an unhonorable mentions pick. And then the more I actually, because I went back and I've re-listened to a ton of stuff from earlier this year that I like was really big into, or even skipped over and just never went back to, like Bewitcher, shit like that. And because it's cold out now, like it just like that Tribulation album, this hit me right again, and I was like, oh, that's why I like this album. Because during the middle of summer, I had a hard time. I couldn't get into this.
yeah.
Which is fucking
see
weird.
that,
It's
yeah.
super seasonal. It's a seasonal band.
Yep.
But it is very good, and it did have. This was the first time I had written down from this year because it came out like February or something.
Yeah.
And it had such an impact on my early part of my year.
Mhm.
I don't even give, like, it had to make my list. So that's
Yeah, I
why
remember
made
you
my list.
saying that you thought it would make your year end when it came out.
Yeah, and when I was going through, when I was originally picking stuff, like at one point I was doing this thing where I'm not saying being dishonest, but I was trying to go out of my way to be different than you guys because I'm like, I know Steve's gonna put this on his list, so maybe I should pick, because my bottom half, I think we've all said this, I have like 30 bands or 30 albums, maybe. Let's narrow it down. I have 20 for sure that any one of them could have been 10 through 6.
Yep.
It's super interchangeable. There's so much fucking music. I'm still finding stuff. Another album just dropped on Friday that I like a lot. I just found this yesterday, that Unto Others rather. Like it's just a weird year for music. So I decided to go with what I've truly actually listened to and what has truly made an impact on me this year. And then, you know, if I can also shine a little bit of light onto something, like I don't need to shine any light on Spirit Box.
Right.
They're getting enough of that already, you know.
Yep.
So that's the other reason why I explained myself. So.
Cool. You want to go first or me on Steve's picks?
Go ahead, buddy.
Has a strong 80s feel, like the clean vocals, good lead. I didn't really take too much notes. I gave his a 2.5.
Cool. This is on Steve's first song, right?
Yep.
But as a stoner rock feel rather, lots of Danzig influence. Dig the vocals a lot. Music overall has a good pace. Great solo section. I gave this a 2.7 because I like the singer a lot.
Nice. This is also made my list in the last couple of days. Hadn't heard of it until recently. The Night Eternal.
Oh, this is the thing you were telling me about.
Yep.
You said that. You're like, you're going to fucking like this.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
The name of the album is Moonlit Cross. Yeah, there's a bunch of things I could have had at 10. At one point, I had Apathy, which is, I haven't had a rap album in the top 10 in a long time.
Jedi almost hit 10.
I still haven't heard it yet.
It almost hit 10 for me, but I knocked it out.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, Apathy kind of got in there because I was like, you know what, I haven't had a rap album on. There's nothing that's even been close.
It's a good album, but it'll probably be in my the honorables and stuff.
I was like,
that.
let me throw it in just to have something different, and then I was like, I gotta throw this in, even though it just came out. I haven't had any time with it.
It comes down to what's going to have the overall more impact on you. That's
Right.
why I picked it
Right.
onto others.
This is gonna have this. If this was 6 months from now, this could sit way closer to the top. That's why I put it in.
Exactly why Unto Others knocked out Spirit Box.
Yep.
It really did, because one's been out for months in my brain and I barely listened to it, and
Yep.
then this one I know I'm going to listen to constantly.
Exactly.
So
As much as I like the Apathy album,
Yep.
I'm not sitting down and listening to that album and any rap album at this point. Really.
I'm glad to hear that you said essentially what I was just saying about
Yeah.
getting Frozen Soul in. Like, go with what you truly actually listen to, and fuck it. Like,
Yep.
fuck it. It's
Yeah, at one point there was stuff that I mentioned this off air that I was like, you know what? There's a couple outliers that could be in my top 10. Let me throw them in because they're a little different than
I did the same thing.
the stuff that I would normally listen to, because a lot of my list is kind of samey as far as
Yep.
what kind of music it is. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go with what I actually liked and fuck all that. If everything sounds the same, then everything sounds the same.
Yep.
In my next block of music, there's another one that fucking I put in there because when I was looking at what I've listened to this year, I'm like, oh, how could I not put this in? You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
one of those things. So
Yeah.
I'll explain that in the next step. But cool. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that I'm not the only one that went that way this year. Because I've done that in the past when we've done these, where I was like, I mean, I gotta fucking change it up and be a little bit different. Because like realistically, Steve plays what Steve plays, Ray plays what Ray plays, I play what I play. But like, I do try to push the envelope a little bit more
Yeah.
with some of the stuff. You know
Yes,
what
I mean, I think we all do. Like, obviously, Ray
Yeah.
goes different sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
I go different sometimes, but
I try, like I don't know. I feel like because like this list this year, we're gonna have a lot of samey sounding shit.
Yeah.
It just is what. But I don't fucking care anymore. Like I that's the show.
seems
now.
like we're gonna have a little more crossover than we usually do too.
Already we've had.
Yeah,
This is, I think, the most.
I think that's the first one, right?
I think this is the only time I've ever had anything that either one of you guys have had.
Yeah.
Well, I got on 2 others on my
No, that's what I'm
list.
getting at.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't think if we go back and look at our other top 10 lists, I don't think you two have both had crossovers. I don't think we've ever had one that was.
Yeah, I
all
think
something.
we've had one crossover in the past on the top list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anything I've ever picked is like the same as you guys.
No.
I think there was something last year that me and you almost both picked, but it was a bigger name album. What the fuck was it? Maybe it was the year before. I want to say it was like a thrash bit, like Testament or something. It was something big that we both liked a
Yeah,
lot.
I
But we
vaguely
both
remember that,
We
yeah.
both fucking decided to push it back. I can't remember what the fuck it was now.
Yeah.
It was something that we both liked a lot. But all right, next one. Go ahead, Ray.
Trippy opening into some slow doomy death metal. Enjoying the screeching, heavy vocals on this. Weird spacey soloing was dope. I gave this a big old fat 3.
Nice.
Low and slow death metal. Good tempo good tempo. A bit quicker than I expected when it actually like kicked in. Has a muddy but equally slick sound to it, so that was interesting for me. The build into the solo was cool, and the solo itself has a amazing whirling feeling to it. Like whatever they were doing with the sound, they were making the solo kind of go between sides
Yep.
on their own, which is very cool. It's a nice little trick. It's very atmospheric. Honestly, up until the solo and then the last, I would say, third of the song, this song was like a 2 2.25 for me. It was very like,
Yep.
straightforward. And then that whole fucking solo section, like, was 100% the highlight of this. It got to a 2.666 because that fucking whole solo shit was fucking wild. I like hearing tricks like that. I like.
Yeah, they
that
do a lot
fucking-
of the whole album. There's a lot of that on the whole album because it's meant to be kind of psychedelic. Name of the band is I've played them before. Warflurch. WHARFLURCH.
Wait. WH.
WHARFLURCH.
Yep. ARFLU.
I was gonna go throw a hoodie. I'll be right back.
All right.
Name of the album
Warflurch.
is Psychedelic Realms of Hell. Yeah, it's very.
I did check this album
Did
out
you?
recently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird, trippy guitar solos
this
like
is
that.
kind of like more out of my realm, but like I was given like a good portion of this album a listen, and I was
Yep.
liking it.
Yeah, they had the weird robotic voice between every song and all that shit. Yeah, pretty good shit. That I probably had it a little higher earlier in the year, but when I started compiling my list at the end of the year, I was just like, there's just too much shit. I actually didn't even have this in my top 10 as of a few days ago, but I was like, I listened to this a bunch this year. It needs to make it.
Yep.
So fuck it.
Is this their first album?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I think they have a bunch of demos and EPs, but this is their first.
Gotcha.
All right, and then
Go into my picks.
yep, nice mellow bluesy atmosphere to kick it off. Vocals are almost whispered, but you got used to them pretty quick, so it wasn't a down point. Good blues guitar licks throughout the whole thing. I really like when the fuzz kind of clears out, and there's just the little guitar twang and some drums. Kind of sounded like an old Stevie Ray Vaughan song.
Yeah, it's very spacey.
Yeah, I gave it a 2.8. I like that a lot.
Cool.
I can picture myself just sitting down and listening to that.
The whole album's like kind of like a doom vibe, but
Yep.
it's kind of got like that stoner thing going on.
Yep.
So
Ray's first one, sorry.
yeah.
I decided to eat a baby carrot and thought it was going to be gone by the time I sat down. It's still in my mouth. So I apologize to anybody that's listening. Some 70s stoner stuff, very fuzzy, but feels unique, which is odd because stuff like this normally, once it sounds like that, it sounds like that.
Yep.
It has a nice relaxing feel to it. For sure, some good driving home from the beach kind of feeling. I gave it a 2.5. It's just the production was, it's just too low for me. I would like that to be higher, and it also might be your phone. I don't know what it is, but it just, there was like a real like monotone feeling to that for some reason. But I liked what I was hearing, so it got it up enough. But
Cool.
that's one of those things I'd like to rehear it at a different time. So that's definitely good for me.
That is Joint Hugger, surrounded by vultures.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Of course, it's Joint Hugger. The fuck other name could it possibly have?
Right. And that
Jesus
is
fucking Christ.
Empty Space, excuse me. And that
Right.
came out in October 31st. Exact.
Joint Hugger.
Okay.
All right, song number 2. I was probably a minute into this, and I was like, all right, just so far, this is just bass and vocals. I thought this was an intro, but maybe not. Oh, there it is. That took way too long. Got much better once everything kicked in. I really liked the guitar melody, and then a sax came in suddenly. I liked it a lot, actually. Lots of good ideas, but I felt that maybe the execution was off, but I liked what they were trying to go with.
I think it sits well on the album where it is.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Now, does the rest of the album have sax and all that kind of shit, too? It doesn't.
Honestly, like, this artist
Did you
does
play
weird
them earlier
things.
in the year?
I think I played something other than this.
I think I don't know who it is, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I remember you playing something similar. I'll give it a. I wanted to. I was going to give it way less. I'll
Yeah.
give it a 2.4 because I liked what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
I just don't know if the execution was good, and if it gets
It's
a
probably
mulligan,
the most
then it'll get a
repetitive
mulligan.
song on the album, but I like it. For
Yeah.
some reason, it just sticks in my head.
Yep.
But the rest of the album's more like, lo-fi black metal, like,
Yep.
but done right, in my opinion.
I put this is very odd.
Yeah.
With a bunch of extra D's. 'Cause, like,
I've actually at first I thought maybe like my headphones weren't plugged in all the way, and I was just hearing like half of the instruments
Yep.
because it was taking so long.
I was very confused why you would have played this on a top 10 list, because I thought for sure, like, once it got to like the 2-minute mark and it was still just a bass line and a dude like just doing spoken word poetry and black metal voice.
Yeah.
Like, it was just so fucking weird to me. I'm like, dude, what? Ray needs to lay off the fucking hashish, because this is getting weird. I was seriously getting fucking concerned for you and our safety, both, because like, if this is what this fucking kid thinks is in his top 10,
Oh, this
we're gonna
is
have
in
a
my
fucking,
top 10.
This is gonna be a long 2 weeks. Because what the fuck is gonna be better than his? I don't know. Again, it was essentially like a bass line with a dude whisper black metal talking. Then I put the kick in took fucking forever.
I like that, though. I
I'm
like
sure
that.
you
I
do.
like the fact that it's drawn out.
Sure is.
It is something. Then the music. Let's see. When it finally kicked in, it wasn't bad actually. So when it kicked in, it wasn't bad. A little low for my liking.
It did sound lower on
It
how
dropped-
I would normally listen to this.
compared to the first song. It dropped a lot, which is odd. But that's why that's actually why I don't like. That's why I turn that normalizing thing on, because I want the songs to all sound however they're produced.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you could hear what they were doing with it. Then all of a sudden, let's see, what do we have? Oh yeah, when it finally kicks in, it isn't bad, but there's something just kind of flat about the song. Like, it just felt like you said, Steve. You had a good point with this. This is another one of those where, like, I feel like they had a lot of good ideas, and then they just couldn't figure out how to tie them all together for my liking.
Yeah.
And then I put, oh wait, is that a clarinet solo? Yep, pretty sure that's jazz clarinet. Just riding out the rest of the song. Not in love with it. I mean, I struggled to even get it to a 2.
Yeah.
But like, if that 2.5 minutes of fucking like spoken word black metal voice, like if it without that, the song probably would have been like a 2-3 for me.
Yeah.
I like the music itself, but that shit as a song, like I would be
I
frustrated.
could see you not liking it.
Yeah, I would be very frustrated if I would have to just skip this every time I was listening to the playlist if it was
Yeah.
on the playlist. I can't
Yeah.
justify.
I like the idea of what they did.
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
necessarily like the song. I like the ideas they had.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it, because I appreciate the fact that they did something different.
Yeah.
That's why it even got to a 2. Like, it's still above average. It's not a bad song. It's just I wouldn't justify like putting that on the playlist.
No, I wouldn't either.
This
So-
is Take or Tak, however you want to.
That's what I thought.
Yep. This is Avic is the album title. This came out in July 2nd. 7 songs, 42 minutes. I think it's a
Jesus
solid
fucking
album.
Christ.
I think there was the only reason I remember you maybe played them is because I think the other song had whatever clarinet or fucking sax too.
I'm thinking I might have actually played this song.
No, I would have remembered
No?
that goofy.
Yeah.
Intro.
I would remember that for sure. Yeah, I definitely would remember
Yeah,
that.
I would have remembered that.
But I like them just because they do the different instrumentation.
Yeah.
And that's like what I like about the black metal and the mixing it. And it just fits in there for my top 10.
I get that. Again, I get the.
That could also be like he said, like if that's somewhere in the middle, like and it fits like
On
the
the
album.
album, the
I
way-
could see
yeah.
that.
I could see that being fine. But like, fucking,
It was definitely weird for a minute.
The whole time I'm just waiting for something to happen, and I'm like, what the? Fuck
I don't know.
is
Like
going
I
on?
said, I don't know if you saw me. I was like, am I getting both
Well,
ears?
that
right
also
now?
happened right around when Spinny was running around like a nut, and he did pull mine out at one point. So I
Yeah.
also thought that had something to do with it. Again, it wasn't bad, dude. A 2's not a bad score. I think
No,
the
no,
other
no.
thing we all have to remember too is it's like if that's
Yeah.
not a bad score.
Yeah.
It really is not.
Yeah, that's better than average.
It's above average. It's just I get what
I
they
get
were
it.
doing. I
I get
respect it for sure. There's gonna be stuff I'm gonna play that you guys are both gonna go oof. Yeah, it's probably coming up soon. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, this is fucking. I don't know why he always reminds me of Ray so much. Not with the little hand thing, but like I feel like this is shit that you would do. Just fuck with people.
I watched Beetlejuice last night. I don't think I've watched Beetlejuice. I used to love it as a kid, but I don't think I've watched it in 25 years.
Yep.
It still fucking holds
It's
up. It's still great.
It's unfucking real. How
It
good
is.
That movie is.
It is.
That movie is. It's better as you get old because
It
you
is
start,
because you understand a little bit
you
more what's
understand
going
way
on.
more of it.
Yep.
You appreciate what they were doing with that movie too.
Yep. And I'm not a Tim Burton fan.
No?
That's a little bit different though, because I mean that fits more into like Edward Scissorhands, that fucking Pee Wee's Playhouse, like. Or Pee-wee's Big
I never
Adventure.
seen Edward Scissorhands.
You'd
I don't
like
know.
it.
Would I?
Yeah, you'd like it if you like.
I thought it was a goofy concept back when it came out, but I never.
Nah,
I
you,
never saw it.
I think you'd appreciate. I think you'd appreciate the meaning behind it. It's I gotta explain. It's a beautiful movie, man, and that's another one that like I had a hard time watching it when I was younger because there was something like kind of eerie about it. It feels cold, and then like when you watch it as an adult, you go, oh, I 100% would get what they were saying. It's a very like
It's trippy.
it's very tongue in cheek. It's taking shots at a lot of like the way the world is. Like you'll get the themes. You're a smart enough dude to understand what he was doing with it. Like one part of the movie is very, very, very cold and it feels like dirty, and then the rest of it's like very bright and very in your face and like you see it. It honestly, dude, watch it now and you're gonna go, oh wow, that fits 2020. Well, 2019 before the world fucking got real crazy. But it feels like it's consumerism or something. I don't know, something about it. It's a beautiful movie. That movie's good. Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, that's untouchable in my opinion. That movie's.
I've only seen it as a kid. I've never watched it as an
Dude,
adult.
if you haven't watched that movie in a while, holy shit!
I
Pee-wee's
probably
Big
haven't.
Adventure?
I probably haven't seen it since I was
It's
about.
fucking.
Oh, I watched that like every 2 years.
Really?
I watch it at least once a year. It's
I was
fucking
never
incredible.
a Pee Wee fan,
Just because of the stupid Francis and fucking.
Oh, it's
all the-
incredible.
yeah,
so I probably haven't seen that. I have no memory of it at all.
take
so
some
it's probably less than 10.
take some edibles
Watch it.
and watch that.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
That is something that I would like to talk about at some point. I've been because we've all been talking about maybe like revamping the show a little bit. I would like to bring back maybe doing it. I wouldn't mind doing like every other show kind of a thing for a little while, just to kind of like freshen up again. Like maybe do like 1 week we do instead of doing 2 shows a week. That burnt us out too.
Yeah.
I think we should try to do like just one regular show. Maybe we talk about a movie, or maybe or whatever. We just talk.
Yeah, I think we should go back to regular shows too.
You know what I mean? It does break it up, and it is
Yeah.
fun to just bullshit.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that really everybody always gives us all credit
Right.
for. These are more for us,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But I think we should maybe for a little while just to get the fucking gears going again, do every other week. So
Yeah,
like that's the other
I'm
thing.
cool
So
with that.
we're not burning out music too, you know, because a lot
Yeah.
of time we end up falling into the same shit. Like we end up relying on stuff that just comes out. You know what I mean?
I was saying to you in chat, and Ray's not in it anymore, but I was saying that I relied way too much on Spotify this year for new music.
Yeah.
I didn't really look
Yep.
Yeah.
for my own shit. They just kept
I
giving
kind
me
of,
stuff. And
I literally, I watched some stuff that was on YouTube
Yeah.
that I only found on YouTube that wasn't on Spotify, but I didn't even really look at Bandcamp at all.
yeah, I didn't either, and that's a huge source of new
Yeah.
shit for me usually.
I had a weird year. I listened to a lot of music this year, but my life was fucking really weird for a long time. So now, like, what's nice is I've been listening to more music lately than because I have my own office, So I just put fucking Spotify on low, and dude, the amount of albums I've listened to in the past 2 weeks, it's fucking crazy. I literally have been able to go back and listen to shit that I didn't have time to before. Stuff that I can't listen to at the gym. You know, like I'm fucking going back and listening to now, and I'm like, holy shit, that is a good album. Or like, it still wouldn't have made my top 10, but it's just
Right.
So yeah, so I think for a little while, once the new year hits, we should go to like every other week. Like
Yeah.
1 week we do a music show, so that way it breaks up music too for us.
Yep.
And it freshens it up because now we'll have 2 weeks worth of fucking time to be able to find new music to play, and then we have to narrow that down to only 3 songs. I think that's the hunt of like, oh shit, what am I gonna play today?
Yeah.
I think that becomes a little more
Rather
fun.
than just showing up and be like, shit, what,
I gotta
what do wanna
find
play?
something to play. Yeah, yeah. So I feel like it would freshen up. And honestly, again, like I'd like to get Gary back on to do these movie talks.
Yeah.
Like when we watch wrestling with a fucking Ray and make we laugh or whatever. Like if a
I'd
big
rather
UFC
watch
comes up.
Mike. I'd rather watch that wrestling.
We
Oh
can
no,
do
we
that.
can we can do that. But that's what I'm getting. Like how much better would that have been if fucking Gary was sitting?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and if we just had that on while we were fucking like, it would have been. And we didn't even record that when we were doing it. That was
Yep.
the day we went out for the cigar bar thing.
Yep.
So I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I love the music thing, but I do miss what we used to
Yeah,
do.
me
And
too.
we lost that last year because the world got too serious.
I'm definitely down with that.
I think it'd be cool. I
Yeah.
think it'd be a lot of fun to get back into that too. And also, you know, I would like to. We brought it up. I'd like to figure out a way. Maybe we can coordinate with Ben or something, or have Ben help me set up. I think I'm going to try to reconfigure my office now that I don't need it for work. Maybe figure out like I'll get like a cheap camera system to do up there.
Yep.
And I'm going to utilize. I'm going to figure out something different with my computer. I might get a desktop just to put up there or whatever. And then maybe we can record. We'll put like a green screen behind us, and we can record like album reviews, like Banger does. Like
That's
we
what
all-
I'd like to do. Yeah.
I think that'd be fun if we all got up there and like had it set up. So we're like, all right, so this is what we're gonna talk about this week, and we start putting those up on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like a 10-minute like.
Yeah, completely separate from the show.
I think it'd be cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
I would because we could bang a couple of them out in one day. You know.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and it'd be even funnier if like we record on the deck and we're fucking all fired up and like, all right, let's go do a couple album reviews. You know, like we're all fucking trashed up, like
Yeah.
Like when we were talking to that dude from Living Records, he was the coolest dude. I told him, I was like, hey, we run a podcast, man. Like it's all about metal. We went to see your show. Like I'd love to fucking interview you for it. And he goes, oh, all day long, man. Just hit me up. So now that I'm starting to like, I'm really pushing to try to get into that. I would like to be able to do that.
Yeah.
There's like this chick, Spooky Cookie. She makes the fucking thing. I'd like to interview her and give her an opportunity to like tell her story about why she's a single mom, makes her stuff, whatever. Like a lot of that cool stuff, man. Artists. So
Yep.
if you know anybody in the hip hop game right now, I'd like to hear a cool interview with you and that person, or 20 minutes maybe, nothing crazy. Dude, those fucking neti pot things. I had one of those, man. It does make you feel better. It's weird, but because it's something I don't know if I have a deviated septum or whatever, but it would choke me. Like it would go into my fucking. That's another thing that guy was talking about, putting a little bite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into doing it. Yo, this shit's gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait. That we should talk about that
Yes.
because we're all gonna watch
Was
this,
a
right?
fucking
The new Matrix.
a blue
I
pill.
love.
though?
I just
A
bought
random blue pill he's
the reason
taking?
I'm getting rid of my sound bar is because I bought like an actual surround sound system.
That's dope.
Oh, you finally popped on it.
I finally popped on it. I got I was looking into getting one, and then all of a sudden I saw one on Marketplace. This guy, it's like a $700 receiver, and he's like $100. I'm like, okay,
Sign me up.
sign me up.
Yeah.
And it's Dolby Atmos, which is the one where you got to get the speakers that fire up into the ceiling, so that when they do the sound, they make it so. They want the explosions up here, and they want this
Yeah.
over there, so it sounds like it's over. Like if a plane flies over top, it'll sound like the sound's actually over top of you.
That's pretty cool.
So it's pretty cool. So with something like the Matrix, I'm sure it'll be
It's gonna
cool.
be fucking insane.
Yeah.
For sure, edible time.
Oh yeah.
I
Now,
still have
that's
to.
only coming to theaters, right?
No, it's
No,
on HBO Max.
Max.
Oh, really?
This week. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should talk about that show. We should
Yeah,
talk about
that's
that.
Friday, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We gotta also talk to, because he's off. You have a different schedule this week, right? You said.
This upcoming week, I'm going to be doing 12 to 10.
Yeah,
And then
and-
after next week, I'm going to be on days.
I think we talk about it, but Friendsmas, because none of us do anything really for Christmas. So if you guys want, we want to hang out here
We're all a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses. We don't
Pretty
celebrate
much on
Christmas.
what day?
on Christmas.
on
Saturday.
Christmas.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, it'll probably be like later on, but yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We were figuring like I don't know, 6:37.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we all just come in. If we want to do a quick pod, we can. We're just gonna make like snack food.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like we're watching the Super Bowl. But like just something fun. If you guys want to, bring some bourbon,
Yeah.
we'll just chill out and just. I would rather spend time with you guys than any. I don't know if it's. I
Yeah, I'll
love my
see.
family, but-
The only person coming to my house is my grandmother. My sister's down in North Carolina. So
Yeah, so and that's similar. I know he wants to get the fuck out of his house. So
Yeah.
fucking, we'll just do like a mini fucking Friendsmas thing,
Yeah.
and chill out. And then Friday night, I think we have to go to our mom's house. But Thursday night, are you working Thursday night?
no, that's
What
no,
about you?
no. I'm off.
Thursday I am working.
Thursday day
This
though.
week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'm
not
working.
night, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Because this is the day before Christmas Eve. Is what I'm getting at. Are you off Christmas Eve?
I'm off Christmas Eve, but I got to
So am
work
I.
the day before. Yeah.
Yeah, but to
I
when?
might be working 2 to 10.
That'd be fine still.
Yeah.
So maybe we can meet up Thursday night and do a show. Because I'm off completely on Friday, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff on that day. So
Yeah, I'm off Friday.
But I'd like to get a show like the next one of these in, and
Yep.
then if we feel like doing a fun show on fucking Christmas, like hey, let's fire up the shit just because I don't know who's gonna. I told Nolan to come by, so I don't know if he's gonna want to. If we do, we do. If we don't, we do. All right, enough. I'm gonna keep on going. I have all these ideas. I want to get them on here, so I'll remember them.
Yep.
6 months when I hear it. I'm only kidding. I'm glad you got a bunch of shows up too. I gotta get some people on and listen to those. Oh Jesus Christ!
You got a pretty decent amount of listeners right off the bat.
The-
The only problem with doing them like that, like one after another, is
Only one will get it right.
the one that's out newest will be the one people are
Yeah.
listening to.
we just have to get them up, man. And then if people want to go back,
I want to get the rest up this week so that this one comes out Friday,
I agree.
Yeah.
and then we can just from there I can just boom.
Yep.
One as soon as we do them, put them
Yep.
out.
Put it this way, like with the way my brain is right now, like it's time to start doing. If I'm gonna invest all this time in this shit, like let's
Yeah.
start fucking doing some new shit with it.
Yeah.
I think we should. Even I don't know about that, but part of it is Anyways, all right.
Not,
all right.
not very good looking right there.
All right, that's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross.
Not a fan.
Tori spelling, not my thing.
Nope.
This scene is pretty funny though. So where are we going? We should go back. Race kicking off the next two.
Yes.
You doing it? Yeah. Good luck, Ed.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Here we go.
Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven, is that it?
first time. Dance for me like the last time. Your life is in my hands. If you think you're numb to the floor, we can't go back once we've opened that door. Look me in the eye when I give you everything. Make me forget the chills. Bring me silence while we melt into our dance. Come closer if you dare, and heal my heavy breathing. The soil is turning red, and so is my fate. I am ready.
Oh my god. naked on the pavement. It ends here with funeral arrangements. The flesh is living, but the soul's a smile. The wrath of God lays beneath their soil. Tonight, don't give up, don't let go. I'll make this right. I'll take the sorrow and disgust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Don't give up, don't let go. I'll make this right. Sometimes it's better.
It's interesting. Betrayal has such a powerful grip on the mind. It's almost like a python. It can squeeze out all other thought, suffocate all other emotion until everything is dead except for the rage. With the mirror
right.
Yes, sir.
This girl is so fucking 2001.
Yeah.
It's insane. What's
Yes.
up, Lita Wannabe? It's such an interesting fashion choice. Man. Oh no!
you doing?
Don't let me hear it. I feel like that's giving away something. Well, that was a whirlwind adventure.
Yes, it was.
Now that's what we're talking about. That's when it gets wild. That was a lot going on. That block of music.
My songs almost put me to sleep. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. Me too. I kind of had to like reevaluate my life for a minute to see what's going on here. All right. Well, who went first? Ray went, right? Mm-hmm. Steve, go ahead, buddy.
Let's see. 1 sec.
Peachy, what's going on?
All right. Some grindy death metal from Ray. Pretty straightforward. I like the 80s style solo. Kind of caught me a little bit off guard. Gets into more of a groovy death metal riff after the solo. I don't know the band, and I didn't listen to the album, but I know you brought up Hypocrisy a couple weeks ago. Is that who this was? No.
Yeah.
I gave it a 2.5.
Cool.
Well, this is going to be an odd discussion. I put a nice, delicious death metal. Has some great riffing, nice groove, head nodding section, lots of great pace changes, solid tune. I give this a 3. I actually liked a lot of what was going on with this song.
You would really like this album, I think. This is Hellslave.
Okay.
They're on the list. You guys passed them on the list a while ago. This is Thrive and Blasphemy. The whole album.
Wait, what?
Who do you pass
Someone
them on
about-
the list?
Pass the list.
On our classics, on our
I
they
gotcha.
made the list.
Oh, so you
Already.
played them before.
Oh, okay, I
I
got
gotcha.
it. Okay.
Solid album. It kind of reminds me of like Entombed or fucking Dismember.
Yep.
It's very like old school death metal sounding to me. I put this on there because it's like right in the middle on my list.
This is like in the Morbid Angel world for me. Like I like
Yeah.
that. This is the shit that like
You would like this album
Yeah.
a lot, I think.
this is the side of Morbid like or the side of death metal that like I liked when I was young. This kind of shit. Yeah, I like that a lot. That was very good.
When did that come out? Let me check. Real
It is
quick.
funny. Would you give that a 2.5?
2.5, yeah.
This
It's
came
funny with
out
Steve
April
because
23rd.
he loves death metal, but like your death metal is different. Like you're like a modern death metal person, which is
I mean,
what's
I
going
like-
on now. Which is
Yeah,
weird.
I like the second half of this song more than the first because to me it got groovier after.
yeah.
And earlier it was kind of grindy.
I
to
agree.
me.
No, that is how. That's why I think I like that. Well, I mean, I like a good groove metal, anyways.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know. It's just where my brain goes. Anyways, it's just kind of funny how like that just shows you the differences in these, and people will say, "Oh, it all sounds the same," but it doesn't. It's not even close.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, good pick on that one.
Cool. Glad you guys liked it.
Yeah. Do me a quick favor. That white thing, just kind of slide it over. That's where a lot of the fucking I can feel it. It's just
Like that.
you have to kind of like whip it like that. I can
Feel
feel
what?
cold coming through
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Draft.
Yeah, it's because there's nothing. Those windows, there's nothing
Yeah.
to them. Believe it or not, that thin. There's no like. Even just doing that, I can already feel the difference.
Yeah.
It's just there's just nothing to fucking stop it. So
Yeah.
that even that thin little fucking thing, it really does. It stops whatever's going through. Anyways, yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Trippy atmosphere to start. Really like the atmosphere actually. Wasn't expecting the vocals for some reason. I expected to pick up a little bit. Not bad though. Song picks up a bit right as I was about to get bored. I like the kind of whiny guitar wails. I love the atmosphere, just not enough meat on the bones on the first half of the song, so I gave it a 2.3.
All right.
All right, I put. Is this Dreamweaver?
No.
Because I know I'm kidding, but I mean like the song Dreamweaver. That song starts off very similar to this song. Then I put lots of build and swirling atmosphere going on. Vocals finally kick in and are very good so far. Little folk-esque sound to it. Not gonna take a lot of notes on this one. Ready for this, guys? Huge three again on this.
Nice. I'll give it a mulligan then.
You want to give it a mulligan?
Cool.
Yeah.
I actually listen to this song like on repeat sometimes. Like, well, not repeat, but like
I
I've
get
listened to it like multiple
I have a
times
lot of
during
stuff
the day.
like that. Yeah.
This is Eldevar. This is a mixture of two bands, Elder and Cadaver.
You played them recently too, didn't you?
I don't think I played anything off this. No, I
You
mentioned it.
You definitely mentioned it. Yeah.
I mentioned it when we were having cigars and sipping at the bar.
That's what
all
it
right,
was.
yep.
Yep. Yeah, so this made my list. The whole album, there's some songs on here that kind of have like a Zeppelin feel to it. album's fucking pretty cool, to tell you the truth. And this came out,
I'd fuck with it. I
December
like that a lot.
3rd.
I like that a lot, actually.
and this is El Matador.
Which is like you wouldn't think that.
This
I would
was
like
kind
it
of
as much
like
as I
one
did.
of those songs where I was like, I don't know if they'll like it. I said, fuck it. I'm going to throw to the...
But that just goes to show you that this is like a great fucking.
Yeah.
You know,
See, like, how
compared to
you
what I
mentioned-
played, fucking.
How you
it's
mentioned,
night and day.
what was it? The last song, Take. Like, I was like, kind of like, I don't know if he's going to like this or not.
Yeah, yeah. That one I wasn't really into.
Yeah.
This I liked a lot. This felt like a fucking complete song to me.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, flip that one over too, before we start talking about my music. Sorry, it's just I can fucking feel it coming. Like I hate if my feet get cold, which
Yep.
is odd. Like my appendages, I get fucking freezing.
Yeah, my feet get like that too.
Yeah, my feet are fucking cold right now.
This one's gonna be this. No, that's fine. But this white, the white, no, the white one right here. I don't. Yeah, there you go.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, that exactly. Yep, that'll be fine. Just like that. That's gonna. I already feel the difference. It's just because it just comes right fucking at you. It's cold outside. It's windy as fuck. All right. Yeah. So hey, 2 fucking 3s for me for Ray, which
I'm glad you liked it.
I didn't see that coming either.
I was
So-
surprised you liked it.
So there you go.
I got a feeling Ray's not going to reciprocate on your first.
I
song.
already know that, which is fine. I don't. But that's the whole point of this. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I have 0 fucks to give on that.
No,
so.
no, nor should you.
Nope.
You want me to start or you want to go?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
All right.
That'll be interesting.
All right. I'm guessing this is Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
Not huge on the vocals. The music is okay. Not feeling this one though. I gave it a 1.75. That's just my honest opinion. I give
That's
them
higher than I thought it was gonna get.
I give them credit where talents due, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
this
didn't
is
expect much,
Yeah.
but again, I don't give a fuck.
this is a mood changer after Ray's song.
Very much different. Yeah, very different.
There was a million different vocal styles in the first minute, and I hated pretty much every one of them, and every other element of the song. I'm struggling to find anything I like here. I haven't hated a song in a while. 0.5.
There you go. You guys have 0 class, no taste, and don't understand.
Some of the music wasn't bad in there, but I don't know
It was too ADD.
the vocals. Yeah,
I love it.
there was too much going on for me.
Yeah.
I love. How is there too much going on with that? But half the fucking weird clarinet shit you play.
Well, I
was
like
not.
the way it builds into it, though. See, it builded into it like in a slow sense, where it was all just thrown at me.
Yeah, it's the point.
I don't know.
Did anybody catch on? So you know that these guys all their songs now are about horror
Yeah.
movies. Did anybody
Yeah.
catch on what movie it's about?
I
No.
didn't.
It's
I thought it might have been them, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Pet Cemetery.
All right.
That's why you keep on hearing the dude say "dead is better."
I wouldn't have caught on to that either way.
Really? What about when he screams Gage? Because in the movie that song is called "Funeral Derangements." It's about Pet Cemetery. There's a part where he screams Gage, and you hear a truck skid, and then a big smash essentially. So that's when the kid dies, and it's all written about the movie. That's when Gage gets hit by the Mack truck.
Yeah.
In the video, they got the kid Miko Hughes that was Gage in the movie to come back and play the truck driver.
That's fucking retarded.
Which I thought was pretty cool. So he in the music video, he kills himself essentially, which is kind of cool. Very cool thing. So look, I know 100% this is not anybody in this room's thing. I don't know if you guys listened to the albums and actually knew what they were all about. If you went, this song's about Pet Cemetery, and then re-listen to it and listen to the lyrics, maybe you'd find a different take on it.
Fucking Beetlejuice.
I don't know. I highly doubt it. I didn't expect you guys to like it much.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, as much as I do love this album a lot, and what really pushed it into my top 10 or where it is, I think I have it at 8. Where it got in a rate for me was when we just saw them live. Live, they're fucking incredible. Because when you see them live, it's a whole production. I think that's the other half.
that makes it
You guys aren't seeing what
Yeah.
I saw it. You know what I mean? So it really does, change.
It makes it different.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
When you see it live, you're like, all that live makes
Yeah.
a fucking world of difference.
Yeah.
When everybody's singing along to those parts, okay, I'm not sad about that. I'm not sad about that at all. Okay. So when you see it live, it's a whole fucking production. Every song the lead singer will kind of change his outfit or something, which you don't see bands do shit like that anymore. The production value of what this band does is pretty fucking impressive. So I know I'm not fucking changing anybody's opinion on here, and I'm even surprised that I like this band as much as I do, because I can't really get into a lot of stuff like this, but I think it's because they do this so fucking well. And again, I know I've seen them live twice, and both times they surprise the shit out of me. So they're very impressive. A lot of fun to see live. This is one of my favorite songs on the album. I'm torn between this one and Farewell to the Flesh, which is about Candyman, which is very good. They did that live, and it's almost like a ballad. It's a beautiful song. But again, I know that like the vocals and shit aren't your thing. But the other thing is, most of those vocals are one dude.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah.
And like live, for him to be able to fucking do that is insane. And again, it's over. Now the other thing on the album, there are different styles too. So this is the most like modern metal I would say. There's some that have almost like ska influences. There's some that have. There's one that sounds it's about fucking Hostel, the movie Hostel, and it sounds like Rammstein. Like so that so they I like the fact they can kind of do that, and the fact that they don't give a fuck. They're not pigeonholed into one sound. Again, is it anybody's thing here? No, but that's the whole point. Like that's the cool part about metal.
That's what makes it interesting. Yeah.
And what's really crazy about them? Here's what's cool. I gotta say this too about their live show. All walks of life. You would think that it would be nothing but like, I don't know, fucking Mallrat kids listen to this, but it's like old metal dudes singing along to every word, fucking young girls, kids. Like I couldn't believe that's one of the most diverse crowds I've seen in a long time. So also for that, I give them a lot of credit because if you buy in, you completely buy in. Otherwise, and I get where that wouldn't be a lot of people's cup of tea, but. Again, I don't fucking care. So go suck my dick. There you go. We all have a stinker once in a while. So we'll see what it is. Yeah, it's not a stinker.
I just
but you know
let a stinker out.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that. I'm surprised it took you that long. All right, go for the second song.
All right, I put a Powerful Snare to open it.
Oh, also real quick, Ice Nine Kills. That's from Welcome to Horrorwood. It came out in October. That's their follow up to their last album. So sorry, I forgot.
Oh, no worries. Powerful Snare, some heavy hardcore. I did like the chorus and gang vocal. Catchy and heavy and fast. Wasn't expecting the song to be as long as it was for a hardcore song. Had some good chug. Bumped it up from a 2.5 to a 2.75 because I liked what it did towards the end.
Yeah,
Nice.
cool.
This feels like an updated Biohazard, at least until the hook, which I was not a fan of. It's pretty straightforward until the bridge came in, picked up a little bit for me. Very straightforward, not a lot of notes. Would have liked it a little bit more. I probably would have gave it a 2.5, but with the hook, I really didn't like it at all, so I put it down to a 2.2.
All right. Does that get a mulligan because he got it in the 2.7 or no? It's your call.
Yeah, that's within there. Yeah.
Just so. All right, cool. So that's God's Hate, who Steve played ironically one time, the same song that I played earlier on in the year, because he didn't realize that I played it. But that's fun. Now, what's funny about that is what you don't like about it is my favorite part of that song, and I think that's even what bumped it up for him. That chorus part, I love that. I think that's fun. But that's also, I don't know if you caught on. The drummer / guitarist / dude who's singing right there is the dude from fucking Twitching Tongues. So he writes, that's the guitar player for Twitching Tongues, and his brother is the singer for Twitching Tongues. So it's very similar. So if you listen to those two albums, they're a lot alike. Yeah. And the singer for this band is Brody King. Okay. Who's about to be in the House of Black. Like, he's going to be the fucking dude that they're announcing for Aleister Black. He's a wrestler, the guy singing for that. That's God's Hate, self-titled album. That song is called...
That's a wrestler singing on that last track?
No, the whole band, the lead singer of that band is a wrestler.
Oh, who is it?
God's Hate.
No, I mean, who's the wrestler?
Brody King.
Oh, Brody King.
Brody King.
Look him up. Seriously, look him up. He's fucking 6'5", covered from throat down in tattoos. He's like an old hardcore dude, but he's fucking massive.
I thought you were going to say it was Alistair, whatever.
No, they're best friends. Aleister Black is his best friend. That's what I'm saying. He just got signed to AEW.
Be in like a little group together.
Yeah, they already are a tag team in PWG. But I've seen him live. I've never seen this band live. I've seen him wrestle live. But God's Hate, I love this album. It fell off for me in the middle of the year for a little while because I really played this to fucking death when it came out. Yeah. And then a lot of other stuff came out. And then I'll be honest, it wasn't in my top 10. And then when I was listening to everything, what I had at 7, believe it or not, was Gojira. And then when I really started thinking about what I listened to this year, I'm like, yeah, as much as I think the Gojira thing was more of a surprise for me because of how much I enjoyed that album.
Yeah.
But I listened to this way more. So when I thought about it, I'm like, and this also gets into that Spirit Box world of, like, I don't need to. Everybody raves about Gojira. I don't need to rave anymore about them. But not a lot of people are talking about God's Hate, so I thought this needed a bump. So again, I'm kind of surprised. Like that's what's funny to me is with hardcore stuff like that is like you like that one song you played. And when I play something like this, that I thought you'd actually like more because of all that stuff and like the guitar work and shit.
Yeah.
The shit that he actually ended up liking, I thought that would catch you. You know what I mean?
It did.
So it's funny to me.
The second half of the song for me was better than the first because of the guitar work. The hook fucking killed it for me.
See, I love that. I love that fucking. I love how different it is. I don't know. There's just something about it.
I think that's why I didn't like it. Sometimes I like different, and sometimes I don't. I don't know.
I get it. It's just I like those conversations. I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that like it's always odd to hear what somebody like with me. I just gave fucking Ray 2 3s on songs I didn't expect. You don't know what's gonna hit you, dude.
Sometimes you don't know.
You don't know what the fuck's gonna hit you, man. You for sure don't. And the other thing, that's also in the middle of the album too. So if you hear everything else that's just pummeling you, and then you hear that song, it breaks it up. So I think that's the other thing. When you're. But all right, enough about Godsey. Steve's songs. Let's see. Go ahead, Ray.
All right, Steve's songs. Slow, doomy intro, building into atmosphere, getting to a point where it's almost gothy. I didn't really take too much notes. I just put it was subtle. It kind of ended to a point where I kind of didn't know when the next track was coming into it.
He asked me.
I thought it was the same song.
The beginning of the next track is very similar to how this started.
So it kind of,
which I didn't know until
it kind of
I
mind
put them
fucked
together.
me for a second because
I really thought this. I thought it just had a break.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I had to check because it sounded very similar.
I gave this a 2.5. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
I thought it could make the list.
I put some spooky death metal coming at us, very ominous and dreary. Starts building to something with some echoey guitar work, and it went nowhere. I thought it was going to build into something way different, and it just didn't. It didn't go anywhere from there. Went back into the same thing. I did think the build. I already said that. A little bit of a honey dick with that, to be honest, and we haven't had one of those in a while. But it doesn't wreck it. It just kind of like let me down a little bit.
Yeah.
Left me wanting a little bit more. I mean, this one never really got out of first gear for me for some reason, and I think it's because that build was starting to get into something kind of cool, and then it didn't go anywhere. I thought it was going to lead into like a cool like echoey fucking swirly guitar work or something. And it just didn't do it.
Yeah,
but whatever. I mean, I appreciate what it did, but I'm at a 2.25 for this one. I'd give it a bump. If it's up to you guys on what you guys want to do. I would give it a bump. I was thinking if Ray was in like the 2.75,
if it's only a 2.5, no bump. Yeah,
I leave it up to you guys. I did. I mean, you can see I wrote it right there. 2.5. I give it a bump if it was higher. Like Ray gave my song 2. That's where I'm kind of like, hey, it's up to you guys on that one. So I get what it was doing, but the honey dick. I think even though I wrote down that it didn't wreck it, then when I listened to the rest of the song, I'm like, I just want this. I wanted something to happen. Yeah, it kind of. And then the other honey dick was you fucking honey dicked yourself and us with like it sounded this like I thought it was the
really
same
did.
song. So I'm like, what the
had
fuck?
To check too.
Like,
I didn't realize how similar they started until listening to them back to back.
I didn't finish my notes until I was like, yo, dude, is that the same song? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I didn't even really get to take notes on your second song. Because I was getting interrupted by phone calls. My father kept calling me because I guess they're having a dinner for my sister that nobody told me about. So I'm just supposed to be there. So I just had to play tag while I was trying to take notes. I did like the song. It reminded me almost of like a Borknagar, but more kind of on a cleaner sound. Yeah. And it kind of had it reminded me the vocals of Age of Silence and stuff like that. It's a kind of an older kind of band.
Yeah.
But I like that song a lot. I gave the last one a 3.
Oh, the last one. Okay.
Yeah, the last one.
All right. Well, let me tell you what the first one was.
No, yeah.
First one was Dream Unending. Came out very end of the year. I played them probably no more than a couple weeks ago. But I struggled to. It was off my top 10. It was on because the same thing. Like when I heard the first song they released, I was like, all right, this is gonna be great. And then. It's very slow and dreary and atmospheric, and a lot of the stuff it sounds like it's building up to something that it doesn't.
I feel like this is an album that you have to listen to the whole album.
Yeah.
You do, but a lot of it's the same. Like I struggled with it too. And
okay,
I don't know. Like it probably should have been. Like I said, it dropped out. It came back in. It dropped out. It came back in. So maybe
I get it. I'm not gonna let that.
I'm not in love with it either.
To be honest, so God's Hate, as much as I loved it when it came out, there's so many other things that have come out that I'm like, it's also a really one-note hardcore album. But then I'm like, I pumped it up to where it is at 7 because I listened to it so much. So I'm like, I'm not gonna discredit. Can't say what it did. And then when I listened to that song today, I was like, oh fuck, I love
Pretty
this
much
shit.
everything that I played today, other than War Flirch, is something that came out recently.
Yep.
And kind of like made it in, and could fall off if we did this in 3 months. Could fall off.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Whizzles, are you making a drink? Are you bartending? Sick. Anytime you're ready. Thanks, Doug.
So Rarity gave his notes on the second song.
Yeah.
Would
So-
you say you gave it a 3?
I gave it a 3. I like that a lot, actually.
I put on the second song. Sounds like it's gonna be some more death doom. But wait, there's more. The vocals kick in, and it's like a power metal Euro feeling vocal, which normally your boy's not a fan of.
Are they from Norway?
No.
No.
But this is an odd pairing. This type of whimsical singing usually isn't my thing, but I'm honestly intrigued by the mix of like doom death metal music and this like whimsical singing, which I haven't heard anything like that in a long time, if ever. It was very I don't know. There's something different about this, and the production is incredible. Like this is as good a production as like a lot of the stuff. Like
It kind of
reminded
reminded me of a band that I've been checking out, Funeral.
Funeral?
Yeah, it's basically the guy from Borknagar, early Borknagar,
Yep.
with the cleaner vocals, but it's in Norwegian. But I knew it wasn't that because like I could hear the clean vocals and it was English.
Yep.
But it kind of reminded me of that, and I like that a lot. So that's why it kind of got a high note for me.
I put overall, it's still not entirely my thing. Vocals like this are just never gonna like completely win me over. But the mix of the two did win me over. So I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah.
Because it does deserve that, and I think I'd be intrigued to hear more of this, and it might even end up going higher than that. But for now, it's the first time I've ever heard this, so I 2.5. So obviously it gets in because you at a 3.
I actually, this is also a new album. I played something from them a couple weeks ago. This is Chemist.
Oh, really?
Okay. I heard a bit of rumbling about this.
This is new album is Deceiver. It's a lot like their other albums, but it's definitely more like grand
I'm
and well
surprised
put
because it
together.
kind of throws me off. Like I don't think it's Chemist. Like I don't know. Were
It's-
they heavier at one point?
a little more doomier
Yeah.
than in past stuff. Well, this one's a little. I mean, this is still doomy and slow and but it's more grand. Like
Yeah.
you're saying, like the production sounds.
Yeah, it sounds
clean.
very fucking clean.
Yeah,
Like out of anything you two play, that's the fucking most polished thing I've
I
heard
think
come out of
this
Steve
is.
in a long
I
time.
think this is their big label debut. They moved to like Century Media or something.
That makes sense. Because it's very fucking polished. Like,
Yeah.
the music is very crisp. It's like I think the biggest issue, and I could be wrong, but outside of the fact that it's ADD, when you listen to a band like Iceland Kills, I feel like, and I get the number one thing I get that like when it comes to the guys like you, that's super polished. Like that band is fucking unbelievably polished.
It wasn't
So-
even the production. It was just the.
No, I get what you mean.
It was the ADD-ness of it all. That.
But that's what I mean. That's the way it's this one and the same. So like you can't be that all over the place and still be coherent unless you're that fucking polished. It's like
Yeah.
perfect. And when they play live, I'm still questioning how much of that was real because it sounds almost identical to that, but just loud. Like it's fucking like whenever like the drums hit, you're fucking like your rib cage rattles when they play. It's fucking crazy. But anyways, yeah, I was impressed. Like I'm impressed with the fact that it's so like death metal sounding. But
Yeah.
with that whimsical, I don't know if I've ever heard anything like that before. It's fucking pretty wild. Oh shit, a little back.
What about later on when he was doing a death metal vocal? Did it change it?
I had already written my notes and just stopped taking notes.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to just listen to the rest of the song, but no, it didn't. I mean, it was the same. I liked the fact that there were the two, like the back and forth kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's just
They've always done that, but he definitely used that vocal more on this album than I think in past stuff. The growl. Usually it was much more clean.
it's an impressive showing either way. So I definitely I like things that I don't know anything by that band unless you guys have played it. So I know they've been around for a while too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Fucking I'm gonna have to check them out because that was interesting to me. I don't know if I get the problem is like I respect those vocals. What's funny is I can look at a vocal like that, right, And I'm like, man, it's just not my thing. It's too fucking like fairy tale. And then I get when like you guys listen to like Einstein Kills and he's like operatic. I'm like, that's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But I get why people don't like it because it's so fucking like, he sings like an opera singer.
I don't like a
lot.
lot of like whimsical vocals either. I think what makes that one different, he's not talking about anything whimsical. You know,
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
agree.
He's
I
not
think that's
like
what
fairies and shit.
Like a lot of shit he listened to.
Yeah.
What was that band that opened up for fucking? Oh my god. We saw them a couple months ago.
The one when Ray with the midget.
Yeah. Oh my god. I
man, I
I
can't
tried,
remember the name
dude.
of the
I
band.
listened to that
I
album.
can't-
I couldn't fucking get
can't
into
do
it. It's too fucking much.
Yeah, I
It's too
can't
much.
do it.
What was that? The one I didn't like?
No.
No,
You
it
liked
was-
them. You didn't like the chick singer. Blazing Right.
Blazing Right. Yeah,
The music's fucking incredible, but the singer's just like, and then you go through the forest with the trees,
Yeah.
singing to you, holding your sword.
Yeah.
Like it's very fucking. Then you ride the eagle's wings into battle. Like it's so fucking
Yeah,
retarded.
can't do it.
I can't do
Sorry.
it. It's too much.
I can't do that shit.
Dude. It's fucking. It's hard for me to listen to that shit.
But there was actually there was I don't remember what album it was, but it was a power metal album on the Banger TV one, and they kind of made the same point. It was like there was there was an edge to he was doing that, but there was an edge to it, and it made it that much better for them because they're not into that either. If there's an edge to shit like that, I'll take it. But if it's that shit like that, I can't do it.
That's what it's. I'm glad me and you see eye to eye now.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I just there's just something. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I can.
It's like, okay, just go to the Ren Fair, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can look at. I can get into some fucking wacky shit. Like I love Guar. I love Einstein Kills. I like a lot of weird shit. But there's a fucking point where like, goddamn, it's too fucking much. But hey, whatever. I don't knock anything. Like again, I try not to knock anything that people like because I respect it and I get where people are coming from.
Yeah.
With it. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Blazing Right was rough. They were all right live, but I still even the vocals. I just can't fucking do it, man. Just some fat fucking nerd singing about fucking fairies and fucking trees talking to him and shit. I can't do it, man. I'd rather listen to fucking Blues Traveler. If I'm gonna listen to a fat nerd sing, I might as well listen to a fat nerd blowing to a harmonica. You know what I mean? Like the fuck, give me something, bro. All right, Steve's gonna. You guys ready to go?
Top it off.
Yep. Yeah. Did you say? You did say that was Kim. Thanks, dog. Thanks, dog. It's starting to smell good. It smells like mashed potatoes, but I don't think we have any.
All right, you boys ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So this is gonna be fast paced, by the way, too. We're gonna go one
song.
So. Let's go. Let's do it. that was perfect for fucking backdraft. I can't believe you guys never seen this
These
movie
guys
before.
ever not fighting a fucking fire?
This movie's fucking amazing, dude. This movie's fucking amazing.
I
This
remember
shit-
hearing about it back in the day, how amazing it was, but I just I
Dude,
don't know.
like for real, like go home and watch this movie. Fucking then Edward Scissorhands, but definitely this one. Fucking this movie's so goddamn good. Kurt Russell, it's definitely not his best movie, but man, it's fucking close. I mean, he is fucking incredible.
Big
in this
Trouble in
movie.
Little China is his best movie.
You are fucking retarded. Get the fuck out of here.
That's up there. That's up there.
It's a good one. It's not his fucking best.
I'll go with Escape from New York.
That's
no.
up there. I mean,
Yeah.
Thing, dude.
Yeah.
The Thing.
I like the Thing too, but
Thing's pretty good.
I'll go with
Fucking.
Escape from New York.
I'm a Tango and Cash guy.
Tango and Cash. There's a
He's
lot.
he's great in that movie.
I like that
Fucking-
movie where his wife gets kidnapped or whatever. Was it The Passenger or something like
No,
that?
that is a good movie.
That's a good movie.
That's a fucking.
Yeah.
That's the
I don't
one.
know if I know that
Break,
one.
Breaking
Yeah,
Point
you do.
or Break Point?
No,
something like that.
it's not Breaking Point. That's Breakdown.
Breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. A little cheesy. That was in that weird like late '90s phase where they didn't know how to make movies for a while.
But it was still a good
It
movie.
It held up very well.
Yeah.
It holds up very well. It's a good movie. Yeah, that's a good one. Fuck man, what is it? 3,000 Miles to Graceland. That's actually pretty good.
It is.
Pretty much every fucking thing he does, he's good in. So there's really, I don't think he has.
He's
a
one
bad
of those
movie.
guys that if
I
they
liked
have
him
bad
in,
movies, there's not many.
There's not many,
Jesus.
if any.
The fucking Tarantino movie. The fucking.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Bone Tomahawk is better
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Bone Tomahawk is.
Yeah, Death Proof was the weak link out of those movies.
No, I'm talking about. Death Proof was a little weak, but that was good. I'm talking about fucking.
Hateful Eight. I like
Yeah, that's
that.
what I
Oh,
thought
that
you were
one
talking
too.
about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Both good, but Bone Tomahawk's better.
Bone Tomahawk destroys Hateful Eight, and I'm a Tarantino fucking mark, dude. I'm telling you, like Bone Tomahawk's fucking.
That's one of my favorite Tarantino movies.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. A vampire cowboy movie with Kurt Russell? Fucking sign me up. Sign me the fuck up. All right. I'm gonna get horny about Kurt Russell, so let's get going here. I'm gonna get real skibby in my pants, and Kristen's gonna hate me. Who went first? Steve went first.
Steve went first. Yep.
All right. So I think I honey dicked my goddamn self in that one, for sure, and he played along with it, and I'm proud of him for that. Go ahead, Ray.
What did I put for Steve's? I put fast and heavy, low growl. Nice little lead hooks, good muddy sound, a lot of tempo changes. Bass heavy, nice slow drum roll, cymbal riding it into a lead to end the track. Catchy track all around. I give it a 3.
Cool. I would have bet my fucking life that this was Frozen Soul when it kicked in. I even looked at Steve and I was like, "Oh, this would be easy."
And I went,
Like, yeah, you went, yeah. This motherfucker played me. He played me good. I put in Frozen Soul, put the phone down. I'm like, I don't know what song it is. We'll see how I like it. And I'm like, man, I can't remember this song. But it's some solid shit. As
I
mentioned,
leave in it.
as mentioned earlier, 2.75. Dropped the mic again. Then I went, wait, it's going on longer than I thought it was going to go on. Maybe this isn't them. I don't remember a song this long in the album. ... Waiting for it. Oh shit, it's still going. It's still going. And I went, actually, I'm pretty sure by this point it's definitely not them. But I'm going to leave the score at 2.75 because I actually like this as much as I like anything on the Frozen Soul album.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, this was not Frozen Soul.
yeah, I figured that one out. Thanks, man.
I did honey dick you.
I was proud of you when I was like, this motherfucker knew why I was looking at him, and he just let me do it. He let me do it.
This is
That's a good friend.
Mortifair.
They're coming with fucking.
Oh, are they?
They're coming with. Is it Nile? Are they on that tour? No.
Immolation.
Immolation.
Yeah,
Yes.
I did see that.
They're coming with Immolation.
I would definitely.
Oof.
I'm not
Immolation.
I don't know a lot about Immolation, but I know
Fucking.
what I've
Immolation's
heard. I
badass.
like.
Yeah.
They are like.
Palladium. Is that what it is?
No. Yeah, it's either upstairs at the Palladium or it's the Middle East. I think it's upstairs at the Palladium.
I think it is a Palladium. Yeah.
Because it's Immolation Mortifarium.
I'd like to see them.
That's one I'd go to.
Yeah.
So that's fucking. That was good. I like that a lot. Actually,
Let's see. What is this? I can't remember the name of the album.
fucking
Preserved.
Immolation, dude. That's some fucking death metal, dude. They've been around a while.
Very. I
time.
like the fucking bass in Immolation a lot.
No Jesus, no peace, right?
The just the bass, but the singer playing the bass, fucking, I don't know, fucking. I don't know.
they're like in the Morbid Angel
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Like that style, like Deicide, Morbid Angel, classic death metal. They just put out a new track. Have you heard that yet? It's fucking good, man.
I think I heard it. Yeah.
I
it's
didn't
good.
hear it yet. No.
You'll like it.
I think that's another one of those old bands that a lot of the new bands that I like are taking a lot from.
Oh yeah,
Immolation, Morbid Angel, and Incantation are like the three main ones. that
throwing
people are
Deicide
taking
in there.
from.
'Cause Fucking
Some Deicide too. Yeah.
Deicide. I don't know why they don't get the recognition that they deserve, but Deicide fucking.
I
they
think
got
a
some
lot
shit,
of people
dude.
overlook them because the music's good, but the whole fucking anti-religion gimmick is so played out and over the
I
top.
mean, the dude carved a fucking pentagram in his forehead.
I think that's what I mean. Like it's so.
That's why
and
it's ridiculous,
Glenn
yeah.
Benton is so
Oh.
played out and over the top.
I will also say this. I had to unfollow fucking Nargle this week. I can't. I'm not the biggest fan of fucking
Behemoth?
Yeah,
Behemoth
why
anyways.
did he do?
I'm just over it.
What did he do?
Was he in fucking yoga pants showing his feet or something?
He did that for a while, and I used to kind of find it funny because I'm like, I don't know what to think about this dude because he's like supposed to be fucking this, death metal, black metal icon.
Yeah.
And I've bared their flag for a while. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of their music, I still am like, oh, they're fucking, there's something about them I get.
Yep.
And he's, I like his clothing company, Hate Couture. It's all like, evil
that's
shit,
his?
whatever. Yeah, that's him. And then
Spill the beans. What did he do?
he put up a post the other day. He's very, 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 very pro-vaccine. And he's very, very, he put up another post the other day about don't be a COVIDiot and go get your booster shot because he went and got one. Like, come on, man. You're Polish. We know that you fucking retarded.
Yeah.
No offense to my Polish friends, but you all know the fucking joke.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, I finally had to unfollow him. I can handle it, motherfucker doing yoga and showing his feet pictures like a fucking chick on Instagram, but I can't handle him calling people COVIDians. Like, come on, man.
Stop it.
Cut it out. Cut it out. I had
Don't
to
use your
finally unfollow
music
him.
as a platform to try and make me get the jab. It's not going to happen.
I'm not, especially not when you're making fucking death metal.
Exactly.
Now, when you're right, exactly. You're on trial for fucking blasphemy. Literally, in 2021, you're on trial right now for
And now
blasphemy.
he's
and you're
he's
worried
speaking,
about COVID.
Now he's speaking blasphemy.
But you're worried about COVID. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck off, guy.
Anyways,
Glad I was never a fan.
well, now I get why those fucking. I'm not gonna. Well, actually, did I ever tell you guys at the time when I saw them live? They opened up for the Slayer's final tour bullshit at Mohegan Sun.
I remember seeing them at the living room.
So they played they had a big tour package for their like final tour ever bullshit. They played Mohegan Sun. Me and Rosie went. Like I bought tickets that day. It was them, it was Slayer, Lamb of God, Behemoth, and two other big bands. What the fuck? Oh, Anthrax was there. Anthrax and somebody else. So think about that crowd for a second, right? So it's Slayer guys, Anthrax people, which are in the same camp, most of them, who all now accept Lamb of God, but aren't sold on it because it's still a little too new for them.
Yeah.
And then Behemoth. Who's the fucking black sheep in that tour? Behemoth,
Hmm.
clearly, right?
Were they already doing the fucking stage show with the makeup and all that? Or were they just,
Oh yeah, no, this is 4 years
Oh,
ago.
alright.
So they're like fucking
Yeah.
fire, whole 9 yards, whatever. As much fucking makeup as he comes out in like a fucking cowl and shit. And I'm digging it. I thought they were pretty good live actually.
Yeah.
And then I go pee, and all these stinky old black like Black Sabbath shirt dudes like are fucking. What the fuck was that nonsense? That was fucking terrible. Why the fuck are they even on this fucking tour? That's not fucking music. That's garbage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at these guys. They were right. Anyways, and look at these buns.
Is that why you love this movie, Ed?
Might be. I mean, who takes showers like that?
Yeah, right.
You're like looking at your boy's
They're,
dong,
they're not even in prison, and they're taking showers together.
and one's fucking.
Well, there are places where they actually have to live in the fire
Yeah.
station, right?
Yeah.
I highly doubt that that's a modern thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is 91, and you got to remember. So all right. So, anyways, that's my story about fucking what's his face. He had to go. I was done. I tried wearing waving his flag for a long time just because of what he stood for, but I can't do it anymore. It's now Ray's song, right?
You got it.
Go ahead, Steve.
Intro was a bit long, but I ended up liking it. This was similar to God's Hate, not in that it sounded the same, but it was essentially a hardcore track with a different sounding hook. But this one struck me, and I liked it a lot. The different hook actually put it over the top. Lots of great riffs. Soloing was a bit more on the thrashy side of it. I gave this a big fat 3.
Cool.
So I put very low acoustic open, so low that Steve thought the thing wasn't recording because there was no sound waves.
But then when you could finally hear it kicking in, you heard like the drums kicking in. And
Yeah.
you got a little, yeah.
So we had a little bit of we had to figure that out for a minute. But it does build. It takes about 2 minutes before it finally kicks into anything. But then when it does kick in, it's pretty heavy. I was thinking that it was going to be in like the Euro side of metal. Like this feels very European, not in Flames, but in that Swedish Norwegian kind of world.
Yeah.
Not black metal, but close, like a cousin
That's
of
what you
black
thought
metal.
it was gonna be.
That's what I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And then the fucking vocals kick in. I'm like, what the? This is a hardcore singer. Like this is exactly. I love this fucking vocal style. I love this like that shouting. You know. So the vocals really threw me off because I did not expect those to come out of that music. So this is the second song today, like similar to the way I was explaining Chemist. I did not expect those two, and that's why I liked it so much.
Well, the music
it's
was
different.
Music on this was also hardcore to me too. No,
I didn't think so at
Americanized?
all. No,
I thought it was.
I thought this was very European.
Oh, I didn't think so at all.
There were parts that had core breakdowns, but like God's Hate is hardcore.
Yeah,
So there's
that's what this sounded like to me.
not
This
even close.
track,
Not even
to
close.
me, sounds hardcore in elements of
This
it.
is closer to Killswitch Engage. Like Killswitch Engage is more.
I mean, I heard that too, but
Yeah.
I heard more of the hardcore side rather.
that's
than
because of the vocals, not because of the music. If you,
I don't know.
for you, but you don't listen to
Yeah.
hardcore. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what I'm getting at is like, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of core elements there, right? Like there can be a core breakdown in Shadows Fall. There can be a core breakdown in Killswitch. There can be a core breakdown in, fuck man, I've heard Bullet for My Valentine do core breakdowns.
Yeah.
Trivium does core break. So like, to me, this is more like Euro thrash with some American like breakdown, like you know what I mean. So it's kind of this reminds me of a lot of what was going on when Shadows Fall and Unearth were getting big. Like this falls into that to me.
Yeah,
so I
the-
get what
the
you're
op-
saying.
The opening of the track is very Shadows Fall.
That's what I'm getting at. Like with that acoustic, that's what I'm getting at by European. When I think hardcore, I think fucking like Madball, Blood for Blood, fucking God's Hate. But like, so the breakdowns, you're right. So my brain goes more like metalcore. So we're in the same. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's almost the same idea as I have us explaining the difference between a growl and
a scream.
a scream to like Gary. Like
Yeah,
when we would
yeah.
try to explain to him the difference between like black,
Black
metal.
metal,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I mean by that. So it's only because that's not your like.
Yeah.
You listen to that stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just different. So the way we hear it is different. That's what I mean by that. So that's a long way to explain.
Yeah, you're hearing more kind of European thrash with core mixed in.
Correct.
I'm
Correct.
hearing more hardcore with European thrash mixed in.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's literally
Yeah.
Twix. Like which are you the right side or the left side? Like, that's literally what we're doing. We're saying the same thing, but just the way we hear it. So yeah, exactly the same. Correct. But just now. Me and you are peanut butter and jelly. I like it. Yeah, I really was fucking surprised that this was a 6 in your top 10, considering what else we heard from you today, and how much this sounds like what I would like. So I'm actually surprised. I don't know what this is.
Yep.
I actually fucking weird. I almost want to punch myself in the dick for this one. I gave this a 2.9 because the fucking intro is too long.
That's true.
The intro is too long. But asterisk. It's probably fitting on the album.
Yeah.
So like, if I heard the
It's
whole
the
album,
last track on the album.
there you go. That's why. So if I heard this album, this would be a 3.
Yeah.
But because I heard
think
it,
you would actually really like this.
I'm
album,
positive
to
I'm
tell
gonna
you
like
the
this, and this is what
And
I'm gonna listen
they
to.
also have a track on this that I like a lot called Memorial. It's instrumental, but there's a lot of Pantera. Like they go
That's
into,
cool.
so like they kind of delve in. It's like a proggy sense of mixing a bunch of different songs in one.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I
Who
like
is
this
it?
a lot. This is Earn. This is
Never heard
a
of this.
UK based band from UK London.
Earn like
URN.
URNE.
Okay,
Yep.
that's weird.
And yeah, this one I like this
I've
album
never
a
heard of this
lot.
band.
I think I played some. No, I didn't play it on the show, but I think I definitely like toyed with it, like listening to it. I don't think I listened to the whole album though.
Yeah. This is the album is Serpent and Spirit, and the track was A Tomb So Frail. This came out June 25th.
Is it like a reddish cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely played some of
This
it.
makes sense. See, the fact that you like stuff like this makes sense why you were actually intrigued to go see Shadows Fall last night.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me now because I get why you like them more than Unearth now. Like, like last night, I was like, oh man, Unearth fucking ruled. You're like, yeah, I mean, they were Unearth, and I'm like, what? Like, to me, it's like the same. They go together perfectly, like wine and cheese, kind of. or pork and beans or whatever you're into. Chili and jalapenos.
Hot dogs and mustard.
I mean, I'm a
Fuck
ketchup
mustard.
guy, but I'll put mustard on them with ketchup. But I mean, that's another good conversation of I've always been intrigued by what you like out of that world, because the things that hit you, I'm like, man, I don't understand why you like this so much, but you don't like this. But I think it's a lot of the guitar work. I think it's whoever rips off In Flames the best is what you like, which makes sense. And that's not a knock. I get it, because that's how I was for a long time too. But like Shadows Fall, like a lot of them will tell you they were just ripping off fucking, what's the big city over there where they all come from? Fucking
Sweden.
Yeah, yep. Well, that's a country.
But
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. Oh my
Stockholm?
god, Stockholm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they all like, it's just like Steel City. Or where does everybody come from in England? Fucking where Priest is from. God damn it, them and oh my god, not Birmingham.
Berkshire.
No, I can't remember right now. But it might be. There's a fucking city that like all the good bands have come out of, like even recently. Anyways, so
Well, I'm glad that
it was good.
made the list. And you
Yeah,
liked it.
that threw a fucking for real curveball. So
I knew it was gonna throw a curveball.
a
just
lot's
because
gone
of,
on today. I think we've all had at least one miss.
Yep.
We've had one or two mulligans, but the rest is pretty much everything's gotten in so far.
Yeah.
This is a big one. I don't think we've ever had a top 10 that consistent.
No, definitely not.
That I know of.
Yeah.
Well, granted, we have one more, so who knows? I feel good about this one, though. I feel good about this one, but I've been wrong before.
You want me to kick it or you, Steve?
Whatever you guys want.
Go ahead, because I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
All right, I put ending on a faster paced thrash-like track. I like the vocals, very upbeat track, more chunky bass, going out hot. Lead was killer. It's going well with the destruction on the screen. I gave this a 3. I liked it.
Yeah, this went very well with that
Yeah.
fire scene.
Yeah,
It really
towards the
did.
end.
It was fucking dope. Yeah.
So this is Enforced. Lots of hardcore influence on this year's list.
See, you are right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Whether it's hardcore like God's Hate or hardcore mixed with thrash like this, or
Yeah.
hardcore infused
Now I
death
get
metal like
now
Frozen Soul.
we're exactly the same. Correct.
I like the little Slayer section they threw into. Also gave it a 3.
Cool. Yeah, have you dove into that album much at all?
I gave it a couple listens. I didn't really dive into it for whatever reason.
Well, now we know. Probably a
Yeah,
good
I
thing,
didn't
because we
dive
probably
in-
would have had this. Probably would have made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought one of your songs was enforced.
Yeah, you
earlier.
mentioned them earlier.
You thought
yeah.
Frozen Soul was
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that album at
No,
all.
but now that you heard the difference, you get why
Yeah.
me and him both kind of went like, no,
Yeah,
a little bit different.
Yeah.
But no, like, dude, I'm telling you, this album fucking shreds. Like, this album, it.
And we know they're great live.
Put it this way, for this to not make my top 5 means like we had some fucking heavy hitters this year. What's really gonna be funny is let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 4 out of my top 5, man, I don't think I'm gonna get much else in this list. 'Cause it has the bands that are on there have not fared well.
Yep.
But that's what's awesome about this, right? So, but
No, you never know though. That's the.
you're right. I think it
that's
also
the
depends
beauty
on what
of
I play. So
Because there's times,
Yeah.
like I said, where I think that I'm going to be like, oh, that one's going to be like,
Yeah,
throwaway, and then
yeah.
somebody likes it. I'm like, oh shit. All right.
there's see, like something like Ice Nine Kills. It wouldn't have mattered what I played from that album. You guys weren't gonna like anything
Yeah.
to do because everything's like that. So again, I don't care either way I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
There's one more band up at the top that I don't know if there's a song on the album that I can get by you guys, but it's gonna be a challenge. And I actually welcome the challenge. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. See if I can get one snuck by. But man, I'll tell you, like, heavy hitting year, man.
For sure.
There's some fucking stuff on here.
Still finding shit.
Yep.
I'm sure I'll continue into next year finding shit.
At this point, my top 5 hasn't changed since I
Yeah.
wrote it. So that has.
Yeah,
that's
my
not-
5's not gonna change.
No, I'm solid there. It's the bottom 5 that's so tough. Oh yeah, Kurt Russell doing his thing, girl.
Bill Paxton's trying to get in on that.
Was that Bill Paxton?
I think
no.
it is. Yeah.
No.
Rewind it.
I don't think it
I
was.
don't need to rewind it. He's gonna get up and fight, but I'm pretty sure it's not Bill Paxton. I would have remembered that. The guy you're talking about, the guy that's getting the shit kicked out of him, right? By the ball.
The guy that was dancing with his girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll tell you right now. I don't remember Bill
This guy's
Paxton
breaking
being
up a
in this
fight
movie.
with a cigarette in his mouth.
I love it. Yeah, that's not Bill
Not
Paxton.
even close.
Not even. Jesus Christ! If you think that's Bill Paxton, you need to like check your man card. What the fuck, man? Game over, man. Game over. That's what
It looked like him when he was standing there before he got punched in the face. It did.
Who is that guy? I can't remember who that is, but that guy's a good.
He kind of
actor, too.
reminds me of David Carradine.
Oh yeah, a little
But-
bit.
He does remind me of David Carradine.
But that's the fucking guy. He's in Alien. He's the robot.
No, that's not
No?
Lance Hendrickson.
She looks like
Henriksen.
fucking Vanna White. Whoever that
She's
broad is.
no, she's somebody too. She's been in a bunch of movies too.
Oh, he's also from Training Day. He's the guy.
That's
fucking-
where,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's the same guy from
Yeah,
Training
Which guy
Day.
is he?
the guy when they go to rob his house.
Yeah,
Oh,
got
yeah,
the-
Yeah, that is who that is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not the same guy as Lance Henriksen. I actually watched the movie earlier. I watched Scream 3 earlier, and which I haven't seen since. I
That
think
guy's been in
2000.
a bunch of shit though.
Yeah, but I can't remember his fucking. He does look like Lance Henriksen,
Yeah.
but it's not him. Henriksen's a different guy. All right, so yeah, that was fun. Let's wrap this up. You guys can, might as well watch them a little bit more fucking backdraft. But you guys
not
don't need
too
to
bad.
hear this.
3 hours.
We actually wrapped this one quick. I tried to streamline it. I did my best to not.
Like I said, my
Vegas'
longest
one.
song was 8 minutes. That was the last one.
You had an 8-minute song in there today.
That was the last.
That last
one.
song was 8 minutes.
8 minutes because the intro is so long.
Oh yeah,
It kinda
cut
makes
2.5
it-
minutes off of that,
yeah.
and yeah, it makes sense.
I don't think I had anything longer than like 6.5. 7.
Everything I played was 4, roughly 4. But I can change that next week if you guys want, for sure. Although looking at my list, I mean, there's again my number 2 album. My number 2 album has some long songs on it. Everything else is
My number 5 is like, I think there's only 2 songs, less than 10 minutes, so I will play one of those.
yeah, it is what it is. I mean, if anything, it's good that it's so odd that like we're talking about that right now. Yet when we do our number ones, I'm the guy who has the hour long album, and you two who fucking listen to a ton of
It's
long
just
shit.
weird that my number one came. I didn't even look at the time on it.
You have the shortest album.
Yeah, it just didn't dawn on me.
You're right around where you normally are
Yeah,
with
like
like 6
45
songs,
minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
But fucking, it even surprises me that the album that I listen to, because it's 16 songs. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, for personal reasons, I can't wait to talk about the number ones because it's a really cool mix. I'm hoping that we all at least enjoyed our listens because I still have to re-listen to yours. I've been pushing. I wanted to listen to them close to when we actually reviewed them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to push it back. I listen to them both. I always give them gym spins first, and I don't take notes. I just listen to them so I can like just see what they're going to do atmosphere wise. And both actually held up in a gym for different reasons, but not. We're going to talk about that when it happens. Spoiler alerts, everybody. Now I'm going to give them both. I'm going to try to fit them both in this week, which I should be able to. Depending on when we decide to try to do the next show. So Ray, try to figure out when you work on Thursday night, because maybe we can bang one out Thursday night if you're around. You said you're definitely off, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, then we should do that Thursday.
I'll
And
have
then
the
just-
next day off either way. So if I'm working till 10 o'clock, if you guys don't mind doing a late show, or
I
whatever,
don't care because
I don't mind doing it. So
I'm off the next day, so we can even plan on getting pizza and
I've
fucking chilling.
listened to both once while I'm driving, so obiously not taking notes.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
need to like.
I
sit
haven't
down
taken
with
any
both of
notes,
them.
but I've listened to both of your albums a couple.
Do you
times
have yours
now.
on vinyl?
I don't.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a swap. I told you the same. That's the one that's not until September, right? Fuck, man.
No, that's February. Another one September.
If you guys get them, I mean, we can revisit that. I would like to do a vinyl spin on all 3.
I could see if I could pick it up. I,
think
don't
that
know
would
what the
be fun.
backup, what the ability is.
See, I kind of want you to. I'm gonna go grab it now. I would like you to take a look at the vinyl because I want you to see if what you're talking about is an etching or not.
Yep.
I thought it was just a blemish, but I didn't know.
No, it's probably an etching, but I'll look at it.
All right, so the next show will be our top 5, which will be 5 through 1. Obviously, we're gonna do. That's gonna be. I'm gonna do my best to not bring up anything else because we don't have a show or anything before that. So we'll keep it around the same time. But what's gonna be the longer part of the talking is gonna be the end of the show where we break down the number ones because we're gonna do. We all kind of like Steve has we all give them multiple listens our number ones, right? But Steve gave like Ray a note. Hey, maybe you should listen to this Super High. Not a hard task for Ray, but he's gonna do it.
I've been kind of.
Are you gonna try to do Edible Steve for both?
I mean, if I haven't done it, if we're doing the show Thursday, probably not.
Probably
gonna
not.
be
That's
able
fine.
to.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Still give them both a listen. I would the only thing I can suggest, if you're not going to do Edible Steve, the one thing I would suggest on mine is try to do, which is tough to take notes with, but try to figure out a way to read through some of the lyrics while you listen to it with mine. And I mean that for both people. Don't read every single lyric to every single song, but try to thumb through them, because
Maybe we should do that for everybody. It's just for the hell of it. Like I don't
for
have
instance,
no, I have no idea what the fucking lyrics are of mine.
You want to do that as the challenge?
Yeah, let's
instead of doing
let's
Edible
do that
Steve.
as a challenge. Yeah.
I mean,
So
I know you don't like
just
reading,
read it
so
I can read, you motherfucker.
well, it's easy for mine because if you watch it, if you listen to it on Spotify,
It has the lyrics right
the
there.
lyrics right there for it, or you can just look them up if you want. But it's I know for a fact, because that's like a big part of that band is the lyrics. So I don't know.
That's true, man. I mean, I don't know, they might be out there because the CD's out for mine. The vinyl isn't, but the CD.
No,
probably
I'm
is.
sure they are.
Yeah.
If you just literally look up the band and the album,
Yeah.
there's like dark lyrics. Fucking, there's a bunch of them that do
Yeah.
it. But on Spotify, you just try to look it up. Look up the album on Spotify and see if we can get going. But let's wrap this up. We'll see you next week, fucks.
Peace.
Bye.